himself a crossover. Oh, killer crossover.
Just crossover.
It just crossed him over nastily.
Another victim to the crossovers. Cross him up and sit him down.
Hey, the crossover is powered by Everlevel Concrete Repair in Omaha at everlevelconcrete.com. We have a real interesting cast of characters today.
What's that? It's our usual.
I mean, it's the same as
the
always.
Ones and twos. We have normal suburban dad with his dog on his sweater, and we have a guy who looks like he loves IPAs. To the
No lies detected.
Matt, I have some good news for you.
You look like the stereotypical IPA man with your curly hair, and your beard and your flannel. Like you look like you love beer that tastes like bark, piss, and with a hint of orange juice.
I've still told you
That is what
you still haven't tried the hazies yet, have you?
Yeah. This tastes like insulation with a little bit of hint of construction worker piss. But you know what?
Wow.
I love the hint of lemon.
A lot of piss today.
Yeah.
That sounds like.
It is funny you said bark
Are you
piss,
triggered
though,
about the off-the-air
IPA.
conversation?
This tastes
Stacy.
like
Stacy.
This sounds like a little bit of fermented cabbage with a hint of snodgrass, but I love the cherry notes that I'm feeling.
We are the official home of Creighton basketball.
We are.
Yes.
We go all out for Creighton basketball.
Yeah, which is why I did the overtime.
Except when they maybe win the Crown Championship. Sad.
I did not make the call.
Sad.
I did not make the call.
Did you fight? Did
No,
you say?
I did not.
Then you made the call.
I said to Josh,
Not doing something is the same as doing it.
I said,
Bingo.
I said this is going to be a long
I didn't
day
support
for
the
me.
Nazis getting people on trains.
Jeez, we're not even
Under.
45 seconds.
Ooh, our
in.
friends in Western Nebraska get to learn about a new
yes.
Under and over.
We do
Under.
need to explain that bit too.
Hold on first. I need to.
Designated Hitler.
I like
There
them
we go.
having to guess what it means,
Oh yeah, just like me.
just like Matt did.
Yeah, I was talking to our Omaha listeners today while talking to our Central Nebraska listeners today, and I go, I feel like this is when you come home from college and you hang out with your high school buddies, but you bring a couple college friends and you'd hope they get to meet each other and get along and everything like that. It's kind of what the Central Nebraska listening audience feels like the Omaha listening audience. Like we love you both.
Yeah.
Get along, you know?
Well, okay, so quickly to explain.
Oh, wow, we are explaining
Well,
it.
we should. I mean,
Our boss told us to.
Okay.
we should.
Is that my producer?
We have an ongoing streak on this show. I'm pretty sure it's at least 2,000 days.
They call us the Cal Ripken Jr.
Yes.
Of this?
of Mr. H references.
Well,
Now we have to explain who Mr. H is.
Mr. H.
Well,
You are reading that one book, right?
I am. I read it last night for about an hour.
Oh, you finished the
Wow.
comp?
you did finish the comp. Good
Now,
for you.
The David Camp?
Western Nebraska. I'm not reading Mein Kampf.
It wasn't a comp for Josh to read, am I
am
right?
not reading that book.
Double bang!
it's-
Double bang! Let's explain the double bang
It's
too.
not Josh's
While
comp to tell.
Another thing we're gonna have to
I
explain.
have concepts of a comp.
It's funny because last night I watched the Michael J. Fox episode of
Curb.
Curb,
Oh, wow.
where he
Episode.
meets where he starts drawing
the kid?
Hitler
Oh,
mustaches on all the
and
magazines,
then the little kid.
and then the little kid, and then the little kid makes the little pillow cover with the
swastika. God,
John
what an
Bishop here for
episode.
Parkinson's disease.
It's a great episode.
It is a
I
fantastic.
thought you were going to say it's
episode.
a great disease for some reason.
Yes, great disease. We love
Anyway.
that disease.
Central Nebraska.
Don't have to explain that bit.
No bit to be explained. I don't have a muff. My muff is bigger than your muff.
Central Nebraska. Occasionally, a
Yeah.
certain person who was in charge of a certain country for about 12 years or so
Yeah.
in the 30s and 40s in
Yeah.
a certain country.
Very famous
in Europe,
time of history. Very famous time.
occasionally gets mentioned here on the Grum, mostly as it actually. I was trying to think back how it started.
Well, we used to have Chocolate Hitler.
We did have Chocolate Hitler.
What? First off, you could say the name.
Of course.
Oh,
you
we
can.
have.
We didn't
I mean,
call him Mr. H to censor
Oh, I
ourselves.
thought I couldn't say it. I
well,
could just
we
say
just,
Hitler.
we just
this
like
whole
to say
time?
we just like to say Mr.
Under.
H.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Out
Well,
of
if
respect.
Cool.
it happens
No,
before,
Out of respect
yeah,
for whom?
For
Not for
Mr.
him.
H.
Pour one
Not
out.
for him.
Designated Hitler.
Not going to go to his bar later and pour one out and pour him some Guinness out.
Hmm.
But he's wearing a Guinness shirt, which is
Out of the terrible things that happened, we don't want to acknowledge him to
No.
give him that acknowledgement.
he's not alive.
He's very dead.
Unless you believe in those theories.
I mean, he would
Well,
still
he
be
does-
dead by now, right?
He'd be like a
Yeah, when did he
he'd be
bleed?
like a Jedi
I mean,
master. He's living so long.
Either way, he's dead
Bad
right
person
now.
I was. Yeah, he's born in 1889.
It's like Elvis. Elvis, even if he wasn't dead, he's dead by now.
I do a
almost
lot of
130.
I do a lot of Hitlers
Invade
on
the Polish, I will.
140.
Jeez. I do a lot of Hitlers on the golf
Hitler,
course.
Yoda, not again.
All right. So anyway, I don't think
Anyway,
we ever got to
I think
it.
how it started was,
I don't even know.
well, because people are so guilty of hyperbole in sports talk, right? Where it's like, oh man, this is the
No.
greatest game I've ever seen. This is the greatest this is the greatest that.
Maybe you.
And I
not
think
me.
it started
This is the
with
greatest blitz I've seen since.
anytime something bad would happen.
That's funny. Give yourself the double bang.
Again?
Yep.
Yeah. They really, Nebraska really jumped on Troy. They gave him the blitzkrieg to start the game.
Not as funny.
Well, I
as
mean,
something
that
could.
is where the term blitz comes from in
People
football.
forget.
Yeah.
People do forget.
Anyway, if a Mr. H and or
And
Nazi Germany reference happens before 3 p.m.
before 3,
Mhm.
under.
That's the under. If it happens
Later,
after 3, it's the over. hitting.
over.
And then when you hear it, you'll hear,
Designated Hitler.
Yeah.
then you know.
So there you go.
Mm.
Do you
So-
know what? Do you know what like doing a Hitler is on the golf course?
No.
It's 2 shots in a bunker.
Wow. Wow.
Did your dad tell you that one?
Yes.
Did he?
Just like
Very good.
the Lieutenant Dan didn't have any legs.
Gosh, how can you make fun of the disabled?
What's wrong with you?
Whoa.
Our war heroes.
Wow.
I don't think I should tell this.
Yeah, you know
Yeah,
what?
my- Probably don't.
My dad's favorite one is he calls it the Monica Lewinsky. We'll just leave it at that.
Mm.
Oh my God.
John emails into the Equitable Bank inbox. The subject line is just IPA. This is your friend, John.
Oh,
Can we
yeah.
get Matt to touch his mic and shut it off again like last week during the crossover?
I
was
will
pretty
admit, I
good.
mean, IPAs are an inherited taste. I mean,
Yeah.
it's an acquired taste.
for sure.
I totally understand why people
I didn't like him when
wouldn't
I was
like
a
it.
child either. You know, Matt will get there
Yeah,
eventually.
and then you tried Piss Bark and you love it.
Well,
That's
Again,
your favorite
lots-
IPA.
I don't remember
Hazies.
IPAs being a thing until recently. Like 15
I got
years
into
ago.
them
What
about
was
a decade ago.
What was the first IPA?
A bunch of divorced dads wanted a hobby, so they're like,
You have to be able
we
to
want
try
to
that.
punish ourselves.
That's a good
with bad
question. I
beer.
mean, ales have been around for a long time because it's just a version of an ale.
Okay.
Because the IPA came from the British soldiers trying to make their own beer, right?
Yeah, it originated in the UK to be exported to India, which was under the control of the British East India Company until 1858. So
Pirates.
Thanks a lot, Gandhi.
the
this-
British East India Company. I haven't heard that since 6th grade social studies.
I mean, this IPAs came into existence a long time ago.
Right, but in terms
the
of-
1800s,
In terms of them becoming,
like ubiquitous here,
yeah.
American IPAs came into existence. It doesn't really say that.
2015.
You know, IPAs really became like
Late 20th
podcasts.
century when the craft beer revolution started.
Bingo.
You know, like everybody like has a podcast. Like at some point, just everybody started getting barrels and making their own IPAs in the garage.
I've made IPAs before.
I've had my buddies made IPAs.
I've made them.
Isn't
at
that how
Monolithic.
Cross Train started? There was just a bunch of dudes started making IPAs in the garage.
Two
and-
dudes,
And now they're awesome at it. And they
Bobby
have multiple.
Cross and
Doug Strain.
Doug Strain. Yep, they started it together.
We
Bingo.
met Bobby and Doug.
They stopped by like week 2 or 3 into One Beer Friday because they had just opened.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, "Hey, we heard about you."
They're opening a new location, right?
Yeah, it's going to be my new home bar.
Whoa.
I can't wait.
How could you do that to Monolithic?
I mean, I will still go there many times. I'm just saying, it's going to be like my literal home bar. It will be blocks away from where I live.
I need a home bar.
You have
I
one.
don't think you need a home bar.
You literally have a home bar.
Why?
Because I think you've got enough.
Mm.
What do you mean?
You've got your shucks. You've got
do. I
your
had to-
this. You got your that.
I stopped into Shucks yesterday because I hadn't been the last 2 Fridays, and I won't be able to go this Friday. But I needed to keep my regular
Streak going?
status. You know, I wanted
Why
to keep
won't
my
you go
punch
this
card.
Friday?
I'm gonna be watching, dude.
Don't they have TVs there?
Dude, I'm gonna watch so much basketball. I'm gonna order myself Jersey Mike's
Oh,
catering.
that's right. You're
gonna
catering
have-
yourself.
Yeah, I'm
Jersey
catering
Mike's.
myself.
I actually kind of like that idea. That's a fun idea.
I'm just gonna buy a bunch of sandwiches.
you won't have
just
to
for
leave
me.
your apartment.
No.
Ever.
I'll just have a bunch of food the entire weekend. Just kind of a one-stop.
You're going to have
shop.
so much fun. This
God.
this 4-day weekend is one of the great weekends.
Someone offered me
If
tickets.
you
to-
host a midday or afternoon show on 1620 The Sun.
I love John Mulaney, and he's in Omaha on Thursday. And somebody was like,
Is he really?
he's at the
Probably he's-
Astro, I think.
Okay, I think it's
And somebody offered me tickets, and I was like, I think I'm just gonna watch basketball.
There
which
you go.
is very unlike me.
No, it's not. That's very like you.
No,
watching
to say no
sports?
to a comedian that I really, really like is very unlike. Typically,
Who's the comedian again?
John Mulaney.
John, I think you would like John Mulaney.
Yesterday, I did
Is
not
he the
watch.
guy that used to be on SNL?
Yes.
Long time ago.
He used to write for SNL.
But didn't really have much of a career on SNL.
Well, he was a great writer, like Scafan with Bill Hader. He wrote all.
I love Stefan. Stefan is one of my
This
favorites.
this club has everything.
I was never a Stefan guy, but he's really funny.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, he's really
was
funny.
Stefan's awesome.
So you're going to be watching ball.
Yes, I am. Yesterday, though, was the first time
Orpheum, thank you,
in
Odson.
maybe a calendar year that I did not watch one lick of sports yesterday.
What'd you do?
Nothing. I worked out, I walked, and I lifted, and I listened to podcasts, and I.
So you did lots of things. So you still were doing things.
Yeah,
Right.
but I didn't watch sports.
No, I
didn't
know.
wa-
I was
wa-
asking, how did you fill the time?
Oh, with a lot of great productive things that are
No,
very
yeah.
beneficial to my health.
People
and my
make
life.
fun of me because I don't watch sports all the time.
I watched
think
The Godfather. I'm watching Godfather.
You finish it?
No, I watch it in like 30-minute episodic clips. It's like
Wow.
I watch a bunch of episodes of The Godfather.
This is unreal. It's not a mini series.
Yeah,
Well,
it's a
I was
movie.
treating it like
Just
it.
watch it.
Yeah, just watch the dang thing.
In this episode, Mike killed McCluskey and Salazzo.
In this episode.
In
This
In this episode of The
I can't believe
Godfather,
you just TikToked The Godfather.
and
Unbelievable. You
and
probably watched it.
he-
Probably watched it
he killed
up and down
vertical.
He killed McCluskey and Salazzo. But then this is a whole hunk of crap. Mike's over out having a vacation in Italy, in Corleone Island, hanging out with this.
Monday, Tuesday.
By the way, who's that actress?
oh,
who
interesting.
Who
Bonk.
is she? What do you mean, bonk? I just want
I
to
know
know.
why you're asking.
Yeah.
Did she
Yeah.
do anything
Why
else
do you
in that
wanna
By
career?
the
know?
way, do you know how old that actress was?
Are you going to go Bing search her?
Ooh, inappropriate bonk.
That's
Yeah.
messed up.
In the
17?
movie?
No,
Yeah.
in real life.
But no, in real life?
She
when
was like
she was
17.
But they
in
they
that-
showed her tatas.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
different
Well,
time, man.
it was Italy.
They
Now
did
I
that back
feel
in the
bad.
90s, as you know.
So I shouldn't have rewinded that scene a couple of times?
Probably not.
You probably shouldn't admit to it on the air.
Why? I like tatas. I'm going to admit that.
Of underage girls.
Yeah.
No,
the problem.
Not a,
Well,
I didn't know
mean,
that at
she-
the time.
I'm surprised you're not getting sandwiches from a different Subway. Or, damn it.
Yeah.
Oh, not a double bang. You
God,
fluffed
that
it.
could have been so
You
good.
fluffed it.
Yeah,
You fumbled it at the
Almost
one.
nailed it.
I did. That could have been a really good joke.
It was so
Just like a
good
lot of
in
dudes at the
concept.
bar today, going to be fumbling all over the place.
Yeah, so what's your plan? What's your plan for the day?
I'm going to have like 3 Guinnesses.
Are you going to your usual place that you go for Guinness?
Yes.
Okay, what are you doing after that?
Home.
Yeah? I'm just going to go right
I'm
home.
just there for the moment.
Because I'm going to a bar or a brewery in 3.5 hours because we're off a little early today. If you
Wow,
wanted to
this is
come and
crazy.
have
It's
one
almost as
extra
if,
beer.
It's almost like great if like I would have put in a group chat a week ago, hey guys, who are my friends, like, are you guys going to be going out and doing anything after? And like none of you said anything. And,
I responded.
You all have plans.
I responded. I said, I don't. No, I said I'm going to spend the night with Riss, but she's going to be working late, so I'm going to go grab
Wow.
a drink.
You'd rather hang out with your wife than me.
Yeah, I'm about to leave. I'm going out of town tomorrow.
Question for
I'm
you.
going exclusive content down in Oklahoma City.
Ain't nothing exclusive about it. A lot of
It
people
will be
there.
exclusive. I
A
will
lot
give
of people will be
exclusive takes
Do we
just
know
for
what
the zone.
exclusive means?
I will give takes exclusively for the zone.
Hmm.
Only zone takes.
And other things.
No, just zone only takes. Anyway, Nick.
Your question to me.
Is
About-
wearing a black Guinness shirt the equivalent of wearing a green shirt?
No.
Because you actively wore a Guinness shirt because it's St. Patrick's Day. But
I mean, he might
you
just
went
be
out of your way to not
celebrating
wear
the
green.
life and times of Alec Guinness.
Do you want to go
True.
pinch him? Is that what you're saying right now?
No, I'm confused by the
Pitch
thought
me on
process here.
Guinness.
Oh, I didn't even realize I'm wearing green today. I guess I'm okay.
Yeah.
Aren't
Riss
you-
laid this shirt out. She was like, you should wear this shirt today. And I said, okay.
Yeah, you should look like you
Yeah.
love IPAs today.
Yeah, somebody hopped into the crossover late. They were like, Josh is wearing a flannel with a beard and talking about beer.
You look
jokes
like,
write themselves.
Mhm.
I mean, Matt started the jokes.
He
You
did.
look like the guy in the front of the hefty bags.
Okay, no, let's not get ridiculous.
He looks like the lumberjack.
Me with my
Lean
big,
on
I'm
me
a lumberjack and
with
I'm
my big
okay.
arms.
When I'm strong,
Mm.
You're in a real singy mood today.
I'll
Mm.
be your friend.
You know what I heard him singing earlier?
What's that?
No.
The old open to the old Baz Open. He was singing the old Baz
Let
Open.
me tell
on
you
the
about a
radio.
show that I love to join. Hold it close to your heart like a commemorative
It
coin.
was such a good song.
Let me tell you something about
Mhm.
my situation. I used to join the best show in the U.S. nation. Then some youngin came to be and
you
stole
missed-
all my fire on 1620.
You missed a couple lyrics, but you're good.
I thought it was Thunder on 1620.
You say Chris is just
Wow,
a
you
friend.
skipped way too many lyrics
But
now.
you say Chris is just a friend. Oh, baby.
Yeah, I would need him to
you.
rewind to go back to the part where he messed up, and then I feel like I could fill in the gaps. Nick's just looking.
You're great
for the
at filling
song.
in the gaps, aren't you?
Wow. Don't even know.
It
what
was
that
a
means.
great open,
It was.
as Baz was a great guest.
Yeah, I
Who-
love
who
all
also
the
has
Stibbs'
a
opens.
streak of his own of like swearing on consecutive shows.
Chris Basnett joining us from
Oh,
the
here we
Lincoln
go.
Journal Star, HuskerExtra.com.
Have you ever had a show that you loved to join, held them close to your heart like a commemorative coin? Let me tell you a story of my situation.
I used to join the best show in the U.S. nation, and all of a sudden, some youngin' came to be and stole all my thunder at 1620. His golf shirts are dope.
He wouldn't hesitate to land. The boys at Unsportsmanlike Conduct told me he was just a friend.
You
got what I
You
need.
when you're missing for your wedding here? Look at my dance.
Plus you say Chris is just a friend, but you say Chris is just a friend. Oh, baby, you.
I think the sky's the limit.
You got what I need.
I don't know if you learn a lot of these things.
But you say Chris is just a friend.
John's
You
reaction
say
at the end of
Chris
this
is
is
just
the
a
best part.
friend.
It was perfectly.
He was
formed.
our Friday guest.
He
I
was.
miss Baz.
He was before Kent,
He was before Kent.
but we didn't have Jack on the show back then,
Mhm.
and so like it would be him and Ken, and it was just like that song would hit, and the vibes were immaculate.
Yes, they were.
Was he still on when you joined us as our
Yes.
producer?
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
he was.
His very last show with us, I played Good Riddance, Time of Your Life,
Yeah.
as he was wrapping up.
When did he leave? 22?
22, I think.
21 or 22
Yeah.
is when he
What's
got
funny is-
reassigned.
Yeah, and we were like, sorry, Baz, you're talking high school sports now. See you later. Like, he kind of knew. He's like, I'm doing high school sports now, so I guess I won't be joining the show anymore. And you're like, yeah, he kind
Yeah.
of nailed it there.
Yeah, we
Baz.
might be pivoting Austin Jacobson's requirements now.
What is he going to cover now?
He just might be vibes guy, Austin Jacobson.
That's a good idea. He's a Friday guest.
Everyone needs a vibes guy on a Friday.
Yeah, but my vibes guy just makes fun of me. But, I like to be made fun of.
Do you want me to be a regular?
You already are a regular in my life.
Got him.
Ridiculous.
No, I know on your show. I'd be happy to come make fun of you on Mondays. Call me on Mondays.
You need a vibes guy on Monday, though?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, I think that's the day you need the vibes guy more than
yeah,
anything.
the weekend's over. You're sad.
Yeah, you need a vibes guy. But I
Like,
wouldn't
well, but-
pick you
but during
to be
foot-
my vibes
But
guy.
in football season, you're
Interesting.
busy. I mean, it's
Yeah.
reacting to everything.
You're not
Yeah,
you're not
or,
my vibes guy. You're my confidant. I go to you with a lot of like information.
Matt
and
called me on
questions.
Saturday, and when we hung up, I looked down because it says the length of the call. It was almost 40 minutes.
Dude,
I was like, oh my gosh.
it was 39 minutes and 43 seconds
Yeah.
because I looked at it and I go, wow,
Yeah.
that
At a
was
certain
too
point, I
long.
started walking around and doing other things because I had been
They
sitting
thought
in my
I was
office.
a psycho at the United Center. I was pacing the press box just
Yeah.
on the phone.
I was like, I basically
Wait a
was getting ready
second.
for my run.
You weren't giving us exclusive content. You were spending your time talking on the
You know
phone to
what?
Josh.
My
Laying on his
content-
stomach, kicking his heels.
I will say that my
Yeah.
No,
content,
you hang up first, Josh.
my
It wasn't like that kind of call, Nick.
No, you hang up, Matt.
Hey, let's play Nick's
It kind of
greatest
sounds like.
intros.
I mean, those kind of linked to phone calls. Kind of
Boom,
sounds
Rose.
like that.
Give that the double bang.
I didn't
Nick.
hear what he said. What did he
I
say?
go, let's play Nick's greatest intros.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't like that severe guy.
Hey, everybody, it's Michael Severe.
That's a pretty good one.
If the first word is
I
hash
still
brown,
like
Hey,
you
what
guys
did
can
Al
add
put a dick
patty
in?
or something
What?
Latin if
What?
you want.
Put
It's
a
still a hash brown.
penis
I know
joke
the first thing I thought
That's what that is.
Yeah.
I liked the Bigelow one last year. That was a good open. When we talked college football every day.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Remember those days? God,
I'm
I
not-
miss those
See
days.
if I can find that one.
J-Man writes, Josh P. is Matt's consigliere.
Yes.
that what I am?
Yeah, yeah. You're like Tom.
You get that reference. What episode of this of Godfather?
No,
was that
it was
from? Is
episode 5.
That okay?
Episode
Tonight's
5.
episode 6.
You're coming up upon the season finale, I imagine.
No, I'm probably 2 episodes away from.
Are you going to watch season 2 of The Godfather? It's
Yes.
a little longer than
Yeah.
season 1.
That'd probably be like an 8 episode season. This
You know,
is a
you know
6.
how it used to be when you'd say, "Man, I got to invest a whole afternoon to watch The Godfather." Now, by today's standards, those are short movies.
No, that's not true.
Yeah, it is.
That's not true.
God dang, Marvel movies are as long as
No, they're
Godfather are.
not.
They are.
One
too.
Marvel movie is as long as The Godfather. One. That's just
enough.
That's just one though.
That's
John.
enough.
Godfather 2 is very long. This is the open.
I don't know how far he went, so I'm just going to back out of it without saying anything that would ruin our relationship.
Everything's football branded. We're sitting here in Omaha, Nebraska, talking about college basketball. And there are people employed by your radio station that have been itching to talk about spring practice the last 2 weeks because they think that that's relevant and that's what needs to be talked about.
These are the olden times.
Dude, it's football season. It's March. Crimea River. Like, yeah, it's a football conference. Yeah, it's football. They care. Football. Give me all the Kool-Aid for sure. My apologies.
Now, is this the real Bigelow on YouTube? Because apparently somebody made a pretend Jacob Bigelow account.
Captain.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. So this says
Is this the one that goes hard in the paint after Mitch?
Well, this one goes hard in the paint after me. Jacob Bigelow writes, find a mouth breather in your life to white knight for as much as Josh will white knight for Michael Severe. Is that the real Jacob Bigelow account?
Oh, that's the real one.
Wow.
That's his picture.
Well, I know, but
It's
apparently
really easy just to get a picture of anybody and make it your
actually
profile
is.
picture.
That's the
It
real
actually
one.
is.
You
Yeah.
can just do that.
wow. Sad. I guess
See,
I'm on
that
the
open
Bigelow
doesn't-
S list too now.
If
You've
there's
been there
anyone that
forever.
should be happy
Oh,
this
wow,
year, it
sad.
should be
I'm
Jacob.
kidding. I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
all we do is talk hoops.
Football is non-existent.
Nobody talks about football anymore.
Anytime it's brought up, it's like, oh my God, they're terrible. Please stop talking about
The
it.
video I posted today was about Nebraska football and their win totals that we talked about yesterday.
yeah.
The basketball video that Joey posted got way more views.
What? Is
Yeah,
that true?
It's true.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh, it is true.
Wow, Joey's already better at this than you are? That's crazy.
Unbelievable.
That is insane.
Wow.
Joey's better because he follows my instructions.
How do
So
you
it's
how do
paid
you
off.
feel about being the Wally Pip of 1620 the zone?
Great reference.
I don't
Does
care.
Nick get the reference?
I do get the reference.
Okay.
I don't care how it gets done. I'm just glad that it's getting done and doing it well.
Good teammate.
You know what?
Nick Grimm.
That is
job by you,
that
Nick.
is the right attitude to have.
yeah.
Because for the longest time, Nick could literally fart and do more work than what was asked of from people in Joey's previous.
I'm pretty sure that's what David Juska said at his end of career too. You know, so
Yeah.
great job, Nick. You're
So
welcome.
good on Joe.
Great on Joe.
Joey is awesome.
Great on Jacob Bigelow, by the way. He's the one who told me to get Coach Scott Cross on the show for Troy. So I want to give a shout out to Jacob Bigelow for being my consigliere when it came to
Interesting.
What
getting
you
some
need
good
people
interviews.
to
That
suggest.
guy loves
you
saying
guess?
mouth breather.
I need a lot of suggestions.
Hey, I got a suggestion for you. Why don't
Scott
you get,
Frost?
Why don't you get LeBron James?
Whoa. I'll try, man.
Okay.
Josh got Bomani Jones on that one time.
I remember that. It was for the Super Bowl. Happer was very confused. He was like, "Why are we talking to Bomani Jones?"
Wow, that's the if we were to get Bomani Jones on the show, I go, oh my God, we got Bomani
I
Jones.
listen to his podcast every week.
Really?
Oh yeah, big Bomani fan.
Have you listened to the Max Kellerman podcast with Rich Paul?
No.
Okay. Whoa, right. You have a disgusting look on your face.
Why would I want to listen to an NBA agent and Max Kellerman talk?
you don't
about-
like Max Kellerman?
He's fine. I listen to
think
him when
Max
he's on
Kellerman's
Simmons.
really good. Look at Spam. Look how great it looks.
Spam is delicious.
I've never had Spam before.
I
Me
love it.
neither.
How are you going
Ever.
to say spam looks good if you haven't had it?
What, do I have to eat it for it to look
I mean,
good?
I guess
Yeah,
not.
that's
Right,
a
do
great
I
point.
No,
mean,
that's
I've
fair.
never had Margot Robbie before. Can I not say she looks good?
Bonk again. Good on you.
Double bang me. Double bang me right now.
Not if you want it that bad.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
want
we're
it
talking
that
about
bad.
Margot Robbie. Double bangs around the table.
Mm.
Anything looks good if you fry it and it's glistening in some kind of oil or grease.
She does have a great tan.
No, I was talking about the Spam. But
Oh,
okay.
I liked when you said that Michael has a tan going. He's like, "No, I'm black."
I'm black. I don't have a tan.
It was pretty funny.
I'm not red. And I'm like, I'm looking at the screen. I know what colors look like. Your cheeks are rosy.
Whoa.
What? I said I know what.
I looked at Michael. I know what colors
No, I
look like.
no.
Yes.
I said I looked at the screen and I know
Oh.
what the
Well,
colors
there's
look
one
like.
of our bosses coming in.
You know who else? You know, you
I ain't
know,
a boss.
you know who else said something similar?
Racist.
Oh,
Mr. H.
under hits again.
Racist.
Whoa, wait, did you have one that said Mr. H?
No.
Oh, I thought that was the lady.
Can
She
we
was
get-
saying
Racist.
racist.
Can we get Cutler going? Racist.
Well, we have David Lee.
We have
saying-
David Lee saying it, which is
Racist.
the power forward from the Golden State Warriors?
No.
No, the guy who's the voice of the College World Series.
Every game.
Brought to you by Peg of the West.
We probably need like a horny drop in our show.
Kill me now.
That was funny.
Oh yeah, I guess Central Nebraska is learning our show. Middays with Matt is obviously known as being the horniest and most progressive show on the radio station.
Also,
Is that possible to be the horniest and most progressive?
We
Great
make it
question.
work.
You can be horny
Okay.
and progressive.
Can you?
Yeah.
Look at me.
Look at Matt.
I mean, the progressives don't want to add to the world's population, which has to be created because of
You can be horny without making kids, John.
yeah, it's actually really easy.
It's so easy.
You don't have to be so Irish.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just saying.
You're not Catholic.
You don't have to have kids every time you do it. You know?
It's not 1746 anymore.
Okay, so things have changed a lot since you've been a kid, John. They have these devices that would you call it a device? I don't know what else I would call it.
I don't know.
called
A
a
thing.
pill.
A thing you can use.
a thing.
Yeah,
What's it called?
it's a thing for your thing.
I went to
A
the
thing
doctor.
for your thing.
Yeah.
Snippy snip.
Or
Yeah,
you can
Josh,
do it.
Josh went the extreme route.
You can do it. Josh
Extremist
did.
Josh say, nah, I don't want to use
Get
that.
snip snapped while your doctor brags about how rich he is.
That's all he did. I went to the Super Bowl last year. Okay, man.
Just
so
do
weird.
the job.
Yeah.
I don't want to worry about it.
You're
anymore.
already in a power
I
position.
was
Why
like-
do you have to keep
I was
power?
like, I'm gonna get
piling on?
Popeyes later today, but cool, bro.
You have my cojones in your hands. You got all the power you want already.
Unlimited power.
We should get Cutler being
Oh,
like
I'd say it was a very
unlimited
limited power.
Oh no, he was like, whoa. I was like, thank you, doc.
He was like, yeah, but
Whoa,
use
let
these
me
in
get the
years.
microscope.
No, Nick, not that.
The doc was like, do you really need to get the snapped? I mean, they haven't been functional in forever.
By the way, we should also let everyone in on the joke. Josh, would you do me a favor and open the blinds, please?
It'll look bad on the video.
No,
screen.
I think I want to see outside for just a moment. I want to see outside. Oh, look at that. What is that falling from the sky?
It's raining today in Omaha.
That is, rain does not float down like that.
Yeah, is anything sticking to the ground?
It doesn't matter. It is snowing
Nah,
in Omaha, ladies
It's
and
raining.
gentlemen.
Didn't you post a graphic today?
that was yesterday.
In 2021, bravery has gone out the window. No longer will our heroes make predictions for fear of cancel culture raining down on them with
I love it when you guys
cancellations.
are laughing.
But one man, yes, one man is brave. People forget he said this.
My prediction: we're gonna have the first overtime Super Bowl ever. Patriots win in overtime, 34-31.
You're just hoping.
Nope.
And you know the rest.
Off we go into overtime. Super Bowl 51.
And who could forget
Swear
the
to
famed
God, he's gonna
Nebraska
live off that
2020
forever.
opener against Ohio State? Some picked a close Nebraska loss. Idiots.
I'm gonna go Ohio State 52-17.
Do you remember the final score?
The Buckeyes go to 1-0. Huskers drop to 0-1. Ohio State wins it today, 52-17.
And so we get to 2021. First, he stunned the masses. With the weather the opposite of fiery pits of Mount Doom, who could have seen this one coming?
After we get to tomorrow at noon,
Oh, see, again, this sounds like it started like a prediction.
we will be done with temperatures below zero until next winter.
Would he dare say it? Would he dare predict that moisture falling when temperatures are below 32 would cease to exist? In this economy? Would he ever?
The snow is done! Ha! You guys didn't think that I was going to say it this year, but friends, we have reached the glorious time of year. The snow is done.
Folks, the snow is done. I mean, seriously, the man said it. It's time for another edition of Snow Watch 2021.
And it was
Wow, 5 years old.
It was that exact same time where I was doing an afternoon Creighton baseball game that got postponed because of, wait for it, snow.
Did you make that, Nick?
No, that was Josh.
Of course, no one was going to brag on Josh outside of Josh.
That was a great open. How about when I called the Ohio State 52-17 game? That was pretty
I
sweet.
remember when I was 12.
Yeah, you were in 2020, weren't you?
Remember
I
my Fired
was.
Up for Football Open that I wrote that one time because
That
John
was
wouldn't
good.
do it? The
That-
distant future of starting tomorrow.
I like that reference, Nick.
Thank
I'll
you.
just say this, we're not so foolish on Middays with that, and we bookmark all our takes so we can go back and be like, wow, I got it right. I just,
Because you're not right very
Well,
often.
Josh's are
That is
easy to
not
find because they're
true.
so rare.
that is not true.
Hey, I mean, you start getting stuff right, you're going to want to brag about it.
I got Arkansas winning the SEC championship, right?
Nobody cares.
When I get it wrong, I'm told you really disappointed the radio station. You really hampered your credibility. Can't believe you would say that Notre Dame was going to get blown out by Georgia. That was tough. That was a tough look for you.
I can't wait for like a few more years down the road. You're going to start naming names who said that garbage to you.
There's multiple people.
That is ridiculous.
By the way, not to bury the lead.
There was a whole meeting about it.
But our outdoor.
There was a whole meeting.
We had a meeting about the times I've been wrong.
There was a whole 5-minute
Let's
meeting.
get the bosses down. Josh got the snow prediction wrong again.
Well, the bosses have work to do. They can't be meeting with us all the time. By the way, our boots on the ground reporting from Jed. Is anything sticking to the ground? Yes, Josh. Yes, it is.
I always think Jed is like a guy who has seen some stuff. You know, he's got.
Yes, he is seeing snow right now.
Jed seems like a guy who's got like calluses in life.
He does.
And yet that dude is softer than baby poo about the snow prediction every year. Oh, there's a couple of snowflakes
It directly
falling on my
affects him.
bald head.
He's a mailman.
Again, I always think Jed's tougher than he is. He's like Ice Cube. He talks a big front about how he's in a gang, but then you meet him and he's like, have you seen Daddy Daycare 4? Sad, Jed. Sad.
Asian Joe goes, Matt begging for the double bang sounds like guys who will be drinking later tonight at the bar.
It does.
It does indeed.
Bang me.
Josh Odson goes, rubs knuckles together.
You know what? I'm going to say it. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Oh, we have to explain this one too. Happy New Year.
Well, yeah. Later this year, you'll hear this again.
Nice.
Usually right around the Christmas and New Year's holiday.
That's why we say Happy New Year.
That's our sign. Happy
you
New
say,
Year.
Chris is just a friend. You say,
So thus,
Chris
when
is
you
just
do
a friend.
rehear this and we wish you a Happy New Year,
you'll know what's going on.
You'll know we mean it.
Also, that's exciting that we're doing the Happy New Year for our friends out west, too. That's awesome.
Well, why wouldn't?
Mike, I can barely hear you.
Not the words.
Yep.
What? What is the word?
We can barely hear you.
We can barely hear you.
There's more than one person on our show. It's not, afternoons with John.
Well, it's middays.
Yeah, I know it is.
I'm very solo pilled.
Mm.
Half my name is on the billboard. That's what I tell Odson. I go, you listen to me. Half my name's on this billboard.
Pretty good. All right. Have a good day, Matt.
Bye, Matt.
I'm going to drink beer.
We know.
Okay.
Well, be careful out
Good
there.
job,
The
buddy.
roads might be getting slick.
I'm
I'm
taking
not
an
worried.
Uber.
I'm not worried for your driving today. You're going to be just fine. There's no accumulation. It's just like it's
A man's going out to drink at least 3 Guinnesses, and
Dude,
you're talking
Josh
about,
hit-
you're going to be
Bishop
fine.
hit it right on the head. I'm literally in a 3 Guinness mode right now.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of 3 Guinnesses
Totally buzzed?
that'll turn into 5. That'll turn into
Odson, email me a new headshot of McMaster, and I will make a totally buzzed graphic that you can send out later today. Totally buzzed.
totally buzzed.
Just
totally buzzed.
make sure you have the Uber
Oh, should
app
I get
on your phone.
exclusive content from the Irish bar I'm going to?
Exclusive.
Exclusive.
Happer
Totally
writes,
exclusive.
you better get out of there before it stops being a Happy New Year. Yeah, we got to stop. Happy
That's
New Year,
true.
everybody.
God,
Yeah.
Happer's so negative. Such a
Crossover.
negative name.
He's excited for the crown, though, I heard.
Crossover is powered by Everlevel Concrete Repair in Omaha, everlevelconcrete.com.
Bye, Matt.
And you thought this was the end. It's only the beginning. On the Zone Radio Network.
KOCN. Unsportsmanlike conduct on 1620 The Zone. Husker Athletics, Creighton, and yes, UNO. Don't miss a moment, they'll give you your fix. They're on every day from 2 until 6. Spend your afternoons with John, Josh, and Nick. John, Josh, and Nick. They'll show you what sports talk really is.
Oh my goodness! Just think,
What's up?
by this time tomorrow, it'll be like 70.
I know. It's going to be amazing.
But
It's going to
for
be
now-
like it never
But
snowed.
for now,
like it never
it's
snowed.
already happening.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on 1620 The Zone. Husker Athletics, Creighton, and yes, UNO.
It is truly incredible how every time you make one of these proclamations, it literally gets blown up within
That's
hours.
not true. Nick
Mere
played open.
hours.
I got many things right.
Mere hours
Have you noticed?
after it happened.
Have you noticed?
Those were things that are now 6 years old.
The temperature, 5. The temperature has not gotten below 0 since I said it wouldn't get below 0 months ago now. Months ago, I nailed that. Nailed it. They call me Mr. Nail. I say, take that, Martin Luther. I'm nailing stuff now, too.
Well, people are now nailing down things because they're anticipating another
This is
winter
garbage.
snowstorm.
Oh, they're laying salt? What? For what? A margarita on the roads? You're not even doing anything outside. You are all children. You are all children if this is snow.
I'm sorry.
Oh, my gosh, it's
I'm
a
sorry
blizzard.
if you being wrong yet again offends you. My favorite will still always be Tristan Chebbia.
That was my worst prediction.
That was incredible.
Another thing to explain to the folks listening out in
the
Central
day
Nebraska.
that we learned that Tristan Chebbia was leaving the Nebraska football program, that was the
2018,
April
April
spring, right? Yeah.
No, it was August. Remember?
Oh, it was beginning of camp.
Yeah.
Beginning of camp.
And I was
And-
a little annoyed because everybody
Yeah.
was like, he's going to go to Oregon State. He's good. I don't know why I'm doing that voice because famously he went to Oregon State.
Because literally that night.
Because I go on the air. There's no way he's going to go to Oregon State. There's no way. And then, I mean, seriously, I was at dinner with my now wife at a Mexican spot down by the baseball stadium.
Yeah.
And I open up my phone and I said, wow, I have a lot of mentions for a random weeknight. And I said, oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Hit that one. We haven't played that one for our new friends out in Central Nebraska.
Do you remember
no.
what I said you could do to me if I was wrong about Tristan Chebbia?
No, I don't remember.
You could throw eggs at me.
Oh, yeah, and then we did the egg thing.
But it was in January,
No,
and they
it
were
was-
frozen. Yeah,
it was January, and
Yeah.
they were frozen.
and one of them hit my balls, and that hurt. And so that's why whenever I guarantee stuff anymore, somebody said, what's the punishment? I never agree to any punishment.
Exactly. No consequences, Josh.
Sometimes
No consequences.
sometimes you get things wrong. That's all this is.
Welcome back to the Grum. As far as we know, Central Nebraska, you're still with us.
That is awesome.
We didn't chase you away yet. We're trying, though.
Oh, we'll do our best.
We're trying.
We'll do our best.
It's time for the Grum Down.
Grum down.
Now featuring the 97.7 The Zone logo. too.
Let's freaking
Very nice.
go.
By the way, you can watch along on our YouTube.
By the way,
channel.
the 97.7 The Zone logo, that's a sick-ass logo.
What are you saying?
It looks cool.
I like ours, though.
Yep.
I like that theirs is an offshoot of ours,
No,
but
it's
not a
like
total ripoff
Recency
of ours.
bias. Nick, classic recency bias. Am I right, old man Doug?
Ours is a 1960s Corvette Stingray, and theirs is one of the new Corvette Stingrays.
Sure. That works.
That does work.
Mm.
Friends, you can put away your upset alerts.
There's no upsets that are going to happen?
No. Well, just the one that people around here are most interested in.
Nebraska will beat Troy guaranteed?
Whoa.
You can put away your upset
But
alerts.
Nebraska's
that-
going to upset Troy.
Can we throw eggs at you with tomatoes and a MAGA hat?
No, of
Okay.
course not.
Egg and tomato. That would be the stickiest things to get thrown at you.
Would it?
We do have a tournament preview using Evan Miyamai.
Not John Niatawa. Evan
No.
Miyakawa.
Yeah.
Nice.
Michael Bruntz is the one guest of the day.
What? It's a one guest Tuesday?
Well,
what happened? We have a regular guest on Tuesday.
Sip backed out on us.
What?
My travel plans.
We do have words out to somebody. He's probably busy, but we're trying.
Yeah.
We're trying. We'll see.
First, we kidnap their leader. Next, we steal their heart.
Is this a war joke or?
Well, no. We're playing Venezuela. Famously, a few months ago.
So this is a war joke.
We kidnapped their leader.
Yeah. All right. Oh, that's right. This baseball thing is still happening. When's it end?
Tonight's the championship.
Yes. What?
Anti-America Josh strikes again.
I'm excited for the event to be over. So
why are you excited for the event to be over?
So then we can turn our minds to Major League Baseball. I figured you'd be ready to watch.
Well, I mean, this is Major League Baseball. It's being played mainly by Major League Baseball.
I know.
players.
I'm just excited for the actual sport that I care about to start, not this pretend thing from a few years ago.
A slice of college baseball.
It's back this week.
Yeah, Nick, did you hear about this? He took off last week. Said he was
busy. I had to help do some prep for some stuff.
Interesting.
Well, famously, all of the local teams went undefeated when Nick did have his slice of college baseball.
Oh, interesting. If they suck this weekend, we're canceling this segment.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we're getting rid of it.
You just want to get rid of it.
I'm excited to get past this event and get to more slices.
Broncos waddle closer to a Super Bowl.
Okay, you didn't have to put that in there, John.
It's news, Nick.
We don't have to talk about that.
It's big news. Nick.
So many players have gotten traded. We haven't talked about all of them.
Have you seen all the dead cap money?
No, not with this. Is it? I mean, obviously it's higher now.
It's growing.
Man, you guys are just totally tanking.
You know,
we should call you the NBA.
Tanking. They're going to be stock market crashing in Miami.
They got in trouble for keeping a dolphin in a tank. Why would you do that again?
Call them the Great Depressions.
Yeah,
should.
That's how bad they're going to be this year.
You know what?
The Marlins are going, damn, you guys don't know how to run a business.
The unfortunate upside to this is I've been wanting to get a Dolphins jersey for a while, and now I should be able to get a Waddle one for cheap.
You're going to buy one for a guy who's not even on the team anymore?
I mean, it's cheap.
Okay, I guess that's one way to view it. That's for sure. Maybe your wife will get it for your wedding day gift.
Oh, that'd be fun.
That would be amazing.
Happy wedding, hun. Here's a Jalen Waddle jersey.
I mean, if you're going to bother to get a Dolphins jersey, at least get a classic one. Get a Bob Greasy or a Dan Marino.
See, my thing is
Larry
Irving
Zonka.
Fryer.
I never saw Dan Marino play. I've seen highlights, but I've never watched him play. I've seen Waddle play, and I like him.
When I was a kid, I wanted a Jerry West jersey. It's not like I'd watch Jerry West play. It's throwback. It's cool. Mitchell and Ness. It's stitched.
And
authentic.
it's a better looking jersey than the crap they
it's
wear
the cool
today.
green.
I do like that green.
God, it looks so good.
We will highlight another friend of the program of the day.
Oh, you missed something, though, John. Don't forget about the super hot take market.
Oh, yeah, super hot take market.
I got 2 takes.
Is one of them that the snow's done?
I think John is going to actively dislike both of them.
Good.
But they are not snow-related, no, Nick. But
Thank
actively
God.
dislike. And I didn't build these in a lab to make you mad, but I'm realizing in the moment you are going to say you're an idiot
Yeah, okay.
to both of them.
Okay.
So we'll find out.
And the tournament begins tonight.
Right here on 16.
Right here on 1620 The Zone.
Oh, we're off a little early today, aren't we?
Yes, we're done today a little bit earlier today because
5:30
of the first 4.
Oh, this is my Friday too, and so my Friday I'm off a little early.
5:30 Central. Our new reach isn't far enough west to hit the time zone.
Oh,
is
that's
it?
a good question. John.
No.
Are we on from 1 to 5?
Unless they're up really, really high. Yeah, no. It's it doesn't quite reach the mountain time zone.
Then 5:30 p.m.
All right, perfect.
Though, of course, you could be listening in the stream right now in the mountain.
You could be listening in England.
Hello, Governor.
You could
Greenwich
be.
Mean
Go
Time.
to bed if you're listening from England. It's so
like,
late.
No, it's not. It's not even 9.
It's basically they're 6 hours ahead of us. That's late.
Did
It's
you
8:41.
Did you see this? Did you hear about this?
Ooh, what happened this time?
Well,
Uh-oh.
friend of the Grum,
Oh,
tragic Husker fan Jack Mitchell is.
yeah.
I mean, he is very deep in his feels this week. This is critical mass. Critical mass.
Rink mass?
Critical mass.
Oh, MASS. My bad.
He set up a Husker basketball hotline.
Oh, that's exciting.
And yes, we're posting it here so you can because he wants people to call it. He's
I believe
set
the
up.
plan is he's going to do a podcast and we're going to play these on the podcast.
He is asking people to leave voicemails.
Yeah.
I'll just read the
Wait,
tweet.
real quick. Are you about to make fun of him doing this when you are the call
No.
me, please? You, Mr. Please call me. is now going to make
Yeah,
fun
so we
of
can
him?
have a conversation. Not that I can record you and play you back later for my amusement.
Interesting.
I'll just read the tweet. He set up a new phone number, 402-819-8030, that has one purpose. I want Nebraska ball fans to call and leave a message telling me what it will mean to you if Nebraska ball gets their first NCAA win.
Ooh.
If you leave a message, I may use it on the radio or on the I-80 Club, so you've been warned.
That is awesome and nice.
Nick, should we dial this number?
Yeah, I can do that. I can pull that up quick.
Let's do that. Let's call and leave him a message.
Okay, perfect.
Because I, as someone who used to listen to Nebraska ball games, I've never seen them win a tournament game.
Nobody
Even
has,
at my
John.
advanced age, I've never seen them
because
win a
they have
tournament game.
0 of them.
They do.
Hmm.
I do remember their first tournament game. It wasn't even on television.
What? In the 80s?
Yeah, well, they didn't televise every game.
What?
Yeah.
Even locally? So
No.
you had to listen on the radio?
Yeah.
Is that?
And then they announced that Moiba was leaving.
Whoa. Was it still Kent back then?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Kent's been doing it for 50 years.
That is incredible. That's longer than I've been alive.
Yeah.
Not longer than John's been alive.
You want to dial? You want to dial us?
Yeah, I can dial it.
Hello. Our record. Wait a second. You're supposed to actually dial him.
Oh.
Let's call and leave a message.
I didn't realize that's what the action. You didn't explain that to me.
I didn't think it needed explaining. I want to see how this bit. I want to see how
This
this
bit
works.
is off to an incredible start. We can just do it live on the air.
Yes.
Okay. No. Okay. We will call it.
Well,
What do you have to do, Nick, to dial out?
yeah, he's doing it. He's doing it right now.
Okay. Well, I was going to put it on the air so we could hear all the beeps and boops. Wow.
You want me to read the number to you?
This is incredible.
Well, let's put it on the. I want to hear this voicemail.
Subscriber you have called is not available. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hello. Our records show that you have recently tested positive for herpes. Don't be ashamed. Many people who have also never seen their teams win a March Madness game are also herpes positive. Did you know that you are qualified for a clinical trial for herpes medication that can improve and perhaps cure your condition? All it requires is proof that you have actually watched Nebraska basketball before the year 2000 and a fecal sample. Stay on the line, and one of our operators will be along to help you through the process.
Si desea escuchar este mensaje en español, presione 1 ahora. Vamos Troy Trojans. A darle una paliza a Nebraska.
There you go. Crank called him.
Wow. What did the lady say in Spanish?
If you want to hear this message in Spanish,
Press 1.
Oh, that's
and then
exciting.
Something about getting rid of the Troy Trojans.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
It would have worked. Would have worked a lot better if we had called it live.
Yeah. That was awesome.
Thank you, Nick.
That was awesome.
Sorry for not understanding exactly what you wanted to do.
Yeah.
Didn't he say in the message
No.
we should call?
He just said, "Here's the audio."
Oh, okay. I thought he DM'd us about it. Maybe you just sent it to me.
That's all right.
Yeah. By the way, have we made the announcement of what's happening with the I-80 Club and 1620 The Zone this week? I don't think we have. So we do podcasts, Jack. So this I-80, it's a podcast network. Have you seen this? Have you heard about
I
this?
haven't. No.
We're going
Tell
down.
me more.
We're going down to Oklahoma City.
Are you herpes positive too?
Not herpes positive.
Okay.
We will be
You're Herbie positive.
simulcasting shows.
Herpes.
You have herpes.
We'll be simulcasting some shows on both YouTube channels on various days, including the post-game show on Thursday. And John, yes, this is the post-game show where there are no callers. So it is a great time. A great time. We're going to be doing it live from a sports bar down in Oklahoma City, having a lovely experience. Some of us are working on Thursday and Friday this week. I know that you don't understand anything about that, but some of us are working very hard. So I hope people watch it on either YouTube channel, including the 1620 The Zone one on Thursday.
There you go.
Very exciting.
I found the email from John Bishop
where he said,
it just says, "For Jack sad suffering Nebraska ball fan hotline," and then the subject is audio. It wasn't clear to me that I didn't know Jack did this until this
John
segment.
writes, "Great job with understanding the bit there, Nick."
I wasn't explained the bit. Nobody explained the bit to me.
I thought it was self-explanatory.
No, I thought we were just going to play it over the air as like a tee-hee.
Yeah. Well, if we have any other ideas, we can prank call Jack's
Perfect. Yes, that sounds great. That sounds awesome.
Is long-suffering Nebraska ball hotline.
Mm-hmm.
Will he also do a hotline after the words?
What?
Maybe, you know what? Maybe he can play all of these during your postgame. Thus, it will sound like you have callers.
That would be wild because they will have won the game by that point in time. So
but what if they have lost the game?
You guaranteed that they're not going to lose the game.
Not yet.
Okay. Is that our next segment?
It'll be coming up.
Okay, perfect.
Stand by.
All right.
402-951-1620. Prairie Flower Casino Zone hotline, which also you can use as a text line. You can also tweet at us at USC 1620. It's the Liquid Trucking Zone Twitter feed or the Equitable Bank Old Man Doug Zone inbox. John at 1620thezone.com or Josh at 1620thezone.com on the Zone Radio Network.
But first, Josh and John here for Underdog. We will continue to talk a lot about the basketball games that are about to play over the course of the next few days. And if you want to enjoy those so much more, and John, you want to do so in the great state of Nebraska, you can do so right now on Underdog. Make picks and win some money. Whether it's points, rebounds, steals, and more, you get your picks right, you could win up to 5,000 times your cash. And John, again, you can do so in Nebraska.
And look for those daily profit boosters as well on Underdog. Just scan it. It's right at the top of the page as you go in and you find your games. So download that app today. You can play it all across the beautiful state of Nebraska. And use our promo code 1620thezone, 1620thezone, to score $50 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code 1620thezone. With Underdog, make picks. Win money. Must be 19 plus and present in Nebraska. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com for details. Concerned with your play, call 1-800-MY-RESET or visit ncpgambling.org.
It's Ram Truck Month at Woodhouse Ram. Receive 0% APR for 60 months on our full lineup of 2026 Ram 1500 Bighorns. 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty with approved credit. Must finance with Stellantis. $299 doc fee due at signing. Expires March 31st, 2026. See dealer for details.
Well, not that you can see your lawn today in Omaha because of the snow cover, but
from
once you
Sunday.
can see your lawn, does it need a makeover? Are you looking for a new backyard oasis? We have your opportunity with an outdoor upgrade, teaming up with Roberts Nursery Landscape and Lawn to give you a shot at a $10,000 backyard makeover. You could do the lawn, or you could do up a patio or an outdoor kitchen, fireplaces or fire pits, retaining walls, landscaping, and more. Hurry to 1620thezone.com. Register for your chance to win. Again, 1620thezone.com. It's the $10,000 outdoor upgrade from Roberts Nursery, Landscape, and Lawn. Did not get to this yesterday. Kind of mentioned it a little bit with Michael. But Nebraska's returning production from a year ago. This is something that folks like to look at. And in the day and age of the transfer portal, it's a little more complicated, because it used to mean returning production was, Mike Rozier and Turner Gale and Irving Fryer are all back next year. Because those guys would stay for,
It was literal
4
returning
years.
football production from
your
team,
Right.
not college experience at large.
Now, returning production also includes what they did at their previous school.
Yeah.
Bill
Basically,
Conley.
have you played college football before?
Bill Conley, who's one of the lead analytics statisticians in college football. He does a thing called the SP Plus. We're going to quote it a lot here on this program when we get into, hardcore football talk. He combs the rosters for all the schools and calculates the returning production. Production, of course, meaning, passing yards, receiving yards, touchdowns, field goals, punting, all of that stuff. His top 10, he says, will probably end up looking like this. Now, this is top 10 in terms of returning production. This is not his top 10 in terms of these are the teams I think will be the top 10 teams in college football next year.
Though the team that's number one will definitely be inside of his top 10 next year.
Notre Dame has the most returning production, followed by Maryland, followed by Nebraska. Virginia Tech, South Carolina, Texas, Minnesota, Georgia, UCLA, and Florida round out the top 10. This is the highest we have ever seen Nebraska on the returning production list.
Yeah, what has they been in the teens before, maybe?
Maybe.
He added some really interesting stuff, by the way, before we get back to the Nebraska of it all. He says, before someone goes down the, quote, whatever, Clemson was number one in returning production last year, it means nothing in this day and age, unquote, road. Remember that Vandy, Illinois, Kennesaw State, Texas Tech, Texas A&M, and Oklahoma were all in the returning production top 10. One more thing.
What has been your favorite phrase?
Not all returning production is created equally. Just because
or good returning production.
Yes, not all returning production is good returning production. Correct. I have been saying that for a decade. Long before I said that Tristan Gebbia was not going to Oregon State. I said that it's great that you have, I don't want to pick on any of the new transfers, right? But there are multiple new players to Nebraska who have been around in college football before, who have snaps, who have games started. Doesn't really jump off the page, though, in terms of actual production. So, there's a difference between, production and production. And that's what we're talking about. Real quick, he says the national average for returning production was around 63% in the 2010s and, of course, surged to 77% in 2021, COVID. He says, but the current trend is pretty clear. In 22, it was 62.9. In 23, it was 60%. In 24, it was just a shade under 60%. Last season, 2025, it was 53.2, and 2026 to date is 51.1%, a.k.a. rosters are getting younger. Rosters are getting
younger.
And a lot of these players, too, returning players, are kind of boxing out other younger players. So in a way, it's like a lot of inexperience or experience is kind of where it seems like the sport of college football is at right now. And so seeing Nebraska at that high, I mean, look at their quarterback room alone. How many quarterback rooms around the country do you think have three guys who have actually started games? Because Nebraska's does. Three guys who've started power games, no less.
Multiple power
I can't
games.
imagine that's anywhere. Now, I would then ask the question, but is it good returning production? Are the players good? And so
but
that's
again,
something
these are just the raw numbers, and it is true.
Correct.
Just because you have a lot of returning production doesn't mean it's going to be good. Because remember, whatever Calandria did at UNLV, that counts towards his returning production at Nebraska. But he did it in the Mountain West. He did it at UNLV. He didn't do it against Big Ten competition.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't always necessarily equal a 1-to-1 accomplishment.
Yes.
Passing for 3,000 yards in the Mountain West, a little different than passing for 3,000 yards in the Big Ten. That said, it is still production. It is still experience.
Yeah.
And it is returning. So does it guarantee you a successful season? Of course not. But it's a good place to start. You know what I'd like to see is Bill does enough anyway.
Quality returning production.
Well,
parse it out.
Or separate it out, or maybe, divide up the formula in terms of, hey, like, for example, Notre Dame, if they have a returning quarterback who played last year at Notre Dame.
Yeah. I'd like to
that
see
those
two
are
things.
weighted a little bit differently than a guy who is transferring in from maybe, let's say, an FCS program.
Yeah.
Right?
I'd like to see two things if you could go even deeper into this. One would be that I would love to know Nebraska's returning Nebraska production and where that ranks amongst Notre Dame, Wisconsin, Oklahoma, et cetera, et cetera. The other would be, because we got an email just now from John. He says returning starters does not necessarily mean a better team. And the quality returning production for Nebraska is almost all from portal players. And then he starts making fun of Matt Rule. And so what I would like is we used to do this segment a decade ago called Hits, Misses, and Guys, where we would rank the high school players on a really simplistic scale. Were they hits, which was all conference caliber? Were they misses, aka they transferred, or they never really contributed? Or were they guys, aka the bulk of a roster? And the bulk of a roster is going to be built up of players who contribute, who start, who play in games, but are nothing quote unquote special. I would love to see the returning production in a similar way of, whether it's raw data of 10 plus touchdowns receiving or whatever numbers you would want to present, or to do it based off of all conference caliber, because that would also be very interesting just to know. That's almost a more of a weighted scale. But I'm with you. I think the most interesting thing would be returning production of players that actually were at your school the previous season.
Because it matters.
They know the scheme.
They know the scheme. They know the system.
Culture.
They know the culture. They're the ones that are kind of the leaders of the bunch. And again, it doesn't. All of this is used to try to predict what's going to happen. The beauty of sports is that it's played by humans and it's controlled by humans.
Coached by humans.
It's coached by humans. It's officiated by humans.
Yeah.
And you just never know what humans are going to do from one nanosecond to the next. But we still try in many different ways to try to quantify it, put it into numbers, put it into data, try to spit some kind of a formula out that says, here's what's going to happen. Nothing is ever going to be perfect. It's a nice vehicle, though, for conversation, to start a conversation.
Sure.
And the conversation, and I saw this today, this was every Big Ten team's career offensive line snaps. So taking up all of the offensive linemen on the roster.
Guessing Nebraska is going to rank pretty highly on this because they returned 2 full-time starters from the program and then brought in 3 starters. Right?
Yeah. UCLA is returning 8,700 snaps from its offensive line.
Okay.
Nebraska's returning 8,670.
And is this nationally or is this in the Big Ten?
This is just in the Big Ten.
So they're second in the Big Ten?
And Indiana's at 8,082. And then it drops off pretty steadily after that. Ohio State, 6,200, almost 6,300. USC, 5,600, almost 5,700. Washington, 5,500. All the way down to the Rutgers at 1,745.
So Nebraska has, what is that, about 5 times the number of snaps as Rutgers does?
They also...
That's crazy.
They also have nearly 4 times as many snaps returning as the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Go Hawks.
Not a lot of returning production, though, Nick.
Only
Go Hawks.
2,377 returning snaps. Wisconsin, only 2,600. Michigan, second lowest in the conference, 2,168.
Wow.
So you know what I'm noticing?
What's that?
Both of those teams still do very well.
Yeah.
All the time.
Well, they do. But they will be going through a transition.
They will. New coach this year, Nick. Remember their other coach got in a little bit of trouble?
Tweaking.
Wee bit of trouble.
Oh, we're talking about Michigan? Yeah.
Wee bit of trouble. Just a wee bit.
Yeah, just a tiny
Weeb?
bit.
That's you.
So
That's interesting.
The point being is this.
We're like 3 months away from the offensive line hype train. 3 months.
3 months.
Put that on the list.
You think it's already started? Or you think it's going to be earlier?
I think they're shoveling coal into the furnace right now.
So you think by the time the College World Series starts, it's full go? I mean, that's 3 months, I guess.
I think by the end of spring football,
That's 11 days from now.
it'll be moving.
When the snow is done.
It'll be moving down the track.
Okay.
Now it'll pick up speed. Remember, it took the little choo-choo train quite a way to get up to 88 miles an hour to send Marty back to the future.
It did. That's true. It was the
Say,
1800s.
Why are you
after all.
using a coal train as a reference? We haven't had coal trains in years.
Yeah.
Well, because it's
Back to the
it's
Future
better.
3,
It's,
Nick.
it's,
Duh.
it's better for the analogy
Mhm.
because right now they are just starting to shovel some coal into the furnace
Clean
to
coal.
get it. It is very clean to get it burning hot so that it'll generate the steam to get the engine going down the track.
Mhm.
But by the time we get to the end of spring football, the train will be moving. The hype train
For the offensive line.
offensive line hype train will be moving.
People want
And
it
by
so
the time we
bad.
get to August, it'll be chugging along pretty good.
Yeah. And by the time it's September 5th and they're playing Ohio, what do you think it'll be by that point? Flying at 88 miles an hour?
Well,
And people are going to work themselves in such a shoot that the second it doesn't do something slightly what they expect it to. It's over.
After the first two drives yield 2 3-and-outs with a couple of quarterback sacks.
And you're taking notes for bigger overreaction
and
that
5
night?
total rushing yards in 8 attempts.
Probably around the time they start 0-2 is when people.
0-2?
But allow a little bit of fudge room for people
Under.
to say, well, but the running backs suck. The line's doing okay. It's just the running backs are slow and they can't move.
They're just going to go the exact opposite way, aren't they? They're doing a bit now. Last year, the offensive line was fine. The running back was great. This year, it's going to be the inverse.
So I know we joked earlier about the Dolphins tanking. Maybe you think the Huskers?
You think Matt Rule is
I'm
purposely
just asking
tanking?
questions?
Wow.
It doesn't quite
I'm
work
just
that
asking
way in
questions.
college.
J-Man writes, Michigan man replaced by I want a mistress for Christmas. It rhymes.
That was an AC/DC song.
Wait, was it really?
Mistress for Christmas.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Look at that.
The only acceptable Christmas music.
Interesting.
That and Bob and Doug McKenzie.
John writes into the Equitable Bank inbox, Iowa's offensive line will still be better than Nebraska's. Nebraska's returning linemen were coached by Uncle Don, and now they are all being coached by a guy named Pillow. It is insane that the line coach's name is Pillow. It'd be like if the basketball coach of Creighton's name was Soft or something.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
I was trying.
Listen.
You don't want that is what I'm saying.
Don't get on Gideon Pillow Wade the third,
Yeah, so you
fourth.
keep emphasizing it. This is like when people always
That's why they
call
call him
Hussein.
Should we start calling him Mr. Serta? Or Tempur-Pedic? I'm naming different pillow brands.
Okay. You gonna do a list item?
See, the problem is how do you quantify?
How you quantify?
I don't know.
hype?
What are you trying to quantify?
I don't know. Steve Sipple writing like, hey,
All right, we'll put it on the list. We can argue about it at the
All
end
right.
of the year.
Perfect.
Nebraska's offensive line will be better than Iowa's offensive line.
Well, okay. Interesting.
There has to be a stat for that.
I mean, I've been made fun of before by people for knowing about the Joe Moore Award, which goes to
Well, but they don't
context clues, Nick.
They don't give out
linemen.
The best offensive line. Okay.
Right, but this isn't to say I'm not saying they're going to win the Joe Moore Award like Iowa did last year.
I'm just saying, what if Iowa won the Joe Moore Award?
Mike.
Well, then that would be pretty clear and obvious that I was wrong, but there's a very good chance we'll be arguing about this.
Mm-hmm.
Mike says call him Mike Lindell. Better, we can call him My Pillow.
Pillow?
What's his first name again?
Gideon.
My Gideon Pillow.
My Gideon Pillow. Nick, work on this.
I think this offensive line will be good. I think with
I've been hurt so many times.
I know, but you're returning some good production.
What does good mean?
And
define good.
Well, Evans was a good center last year.
I like Justin Evans. I think he's a really good player.
We
for
talked
sure.
about this last week when I was in New York. Pritchett got much better by the end of the
absolutely.
season.
We barely mentioned him at the end of the year, which is in a way a compliment.
And I'm not even saying this to necessarily hype up the transfers, but they bring good experience.
So
I think with what I will project to be better offensive line coaching.
Yeah.
And some of this too might be
wish casting.
Not wish casting, but it might be a little bit of fool's gold because you're going to have more of a mobile quarterback that'll, maybe make rushing yards a little more harder to gauge who's the credit, who gets the credit, who doesn't. But I think this will be a good offensive line this year.
Two things. Do you worry that there is a new coach and 3 new pieces and like that could make them not as good as maybe they are individually?
Yeah, but you know what? You're not going to get many years where you're going to have that kind of continuity from year to year. Everyone's going to go through it.
The other question.
Now, does Iowa have the combination of some returning Nebraska experience and some Power 5 experience that's coming in to supplement and Gideon Pillow Wade the fourth?
Mm-hmm.
I think it can be a really good group this year.
2 more things. One, what if we went off of PFF grades?
We could do that.
Okay. And then J-Man writes, those aren't pillows. Excellent reference, J-Man. Great job by you.
Hey, as long as Nebraska's pancaking guys, and there's the possibility that they could have their hand in places they shouldn't be, where it feels like there's pillows.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fine with that.
Okay. I like it too.
And bring back the pancake stat while we're at it.
Nice. Pancakes.
A little extra syrup.
Overrated breakfast. I'll still eat
Did
them,
I tell you about the pancakes I had in Indianapolis? They were the best.
Yeah. So they were still lesser than French toast or waffles?
Oh, the
best pancakes are still just pancakes.
These were the best pancake, the best.
Put that on a t-shirt.
The best breakfast carb side I may have ever had. Better than the best French toast, better than the best waffle.
Jimmy writes, just win in November. That's all that matters.
Well,
Sorry,
sure,
Jimmy.
yeah.
Don't think that's going to happen this year. Have you seen their schedule, Joe?
It is a tough schedule, yes.
Nick, have you
I
seen it?
am aware of the schedule that
Bowling
they're
Green.
playing.
No, not Bowling Green, Nick. The other teams.
I'm
Ohio.
quite aware.
No, not Ohio.
All right, we will continue. Michael Brunt's coming up at the bottom of the hour.
What?
Nebraska basketball is not the only thing going on around here. Or
Crown talk.
Down south on Highway 81. You damn right.
Baseball.
They're going to Wichita, baby.
Who is?
Nebraska baseball.
This isn't a World Baseball Classic reference?
No.
The baseball team's playing in Wichita?
Yes. They've played Wichita many times.
Why are you so confused?
I'm in basketball and football mode right now, not baseball mode. I'm waiting for Major League Baseball to arrive, and then I'll get into baseball mode.
Sure you will. We will be back in a moment on the Zone Baseball Network. Did you see this? Did you hear about this? Of course, tonight, Josh is pretending not to care, but he's going to be watching.
You talking
It's
about
the
basketball?
World Baseball Classic Championship.
Baseball.
Team USA versus Venezuela. Yeah. The winner gets the kidnapped president.
I might watch Hell or High Water tonight.
The U.S. team, Pete Crow Armstrong, PCA.
Oh, that's why John wants to talk about it.
Yeah,
Cubs. His favorite 23-year-old.
Now listen.
I swear you didn't like this event 3 years ago. What has happened to you?
Listen to this. He reached out to Jack Hughes of the U.S. Olympic hockey gold medal winning team who scored the game-winning goal.
Sure.
They sent Team USA baseball their game-worn hockey sweaters, and the team is going to wear them to the ballpark tonight.
Did they wash them?
Well, yes, they're washed.
Okay. Because in a way, like, I figure you want to keep those, like, as you wore it and frame it. So the stink is always inside the frame. Maybe a little moisture in there. Okay.
But it's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. Sure. I don't hate that.
That's a cool little gimmick there. That's a nice little motivational gimmick.
A cool gimmick.
Gimmick is a good thing. Central Nebraska. Gimmick can be good and bad. It's a neutral term. It does not just mean bad things. I think that's cool. It's too bad. It's too bad. I mean, I realize, with the long sleeves and the way that they fit, it'd be cool if they could actually wear them in the game.
Wear hockey uniforms?
Right, but I just don't think it would function well as a
Probably
baseball
not.
jersey.
It'd be like a baseball jersey from 1910. The sleeves were a little longer back in the day.
Yeah, they were.
I'm excited for you. This event that you have loved for like 3 weeks.
It's been great great baseball.
Interesting. Don't even know what sport it is.
It's been great baseball. The game the other night was like watching the All-Star game, except it had emotion and passion. Last night,
It was
the
like watching the
Venezuelans,
All-Star game when you were a kid.
the Venezuelans were, they overfilled the stadium.
Yeah, I saw Farron say that that's like one of the great atmospheres he has ever been a part of.
I mean, they scored the tying run on a ground out, and just to watch the pan of the crowd, people were celebrating as if they had won the game. Because they were really, the Venezuelan fans were just super, super passionate.
Good.
And it should be a great atmosphere tonight.
I hope you enjoy it. I'm happy for
I
you.
am going to enjoy it.
That's why I said
You've
I
had
hope
some
you
of the
enjoy
best
it.
players in the world.
That's awesome. I won't watch a second of it. I got basketball.
The Cubs closer, Palencia. He's the pitcher for the
Nick, you nailed it.
He's
You
the
absolutely
closer
nailed
for the Venezuelan team. PCA's playing.
Yeah.
Suzuki would have been playing if the Japanese hadn't have choked.
March Madness is on tonight, John. You got 2 big games in March Madness.
I got 2 TVs.
That's true.
I got baseball on one, and I'll have the tournament on the other.
That's awesome. What about the NBA? What TV does that go on? Your
the
phone?
The nun
There's
TV.
probably a Spurs game tonight.
I don't care about the Spurs. Again, I don't pay attention to the NBA until the playoffs.
That's me with baseball.
And even then,
this is perfect.
it's
This is why we work so well together.
Yeah,
This is why we work so well.
It's like a little of this and a little of that.
Yeah.
Coming up after we talk to Michael Bruns here at the bottom of the hour.
You're going to guarantee why Nebraska's winning on Thursday.
I'm going to tell you why you can forget the upset alert. Many people on many sides are trying to peg this game as being the one that this is the game that's going to be the upset. You got to have a double-digit team win.
Yeah.
And they're picking on dear old Nebraska U.
They are.
I'm telling you right now.
It's not happening. They're wrong.
There's plenty of other double-digit upset-minded teams in the sea. Go fish one of those out.
You saying like UMBC could take down Florida, something like that?
I wouldn't
go that far.
I wouldn't go that far.
Wouldn't go that far.
I wouldn't go that far. But I'm kind of high. I'm kind of high on High Point.
Ken writes, you mean 2 non-consequential NCAA games? Hey. First 4, we always make fun of it, and we have seen multiple teams start on a Tuesday or Wednesday, make it to the Final 4.
Yeah, UCLA made that run a few years ago.
Yeah, they were a buzzer beater away from maybe going to the national championship game. Where was Shaka at before Texas?
George Mason?
No, he was somewhere else. George Mason did go to the Final 4.
Yeah,
Where was Shaka at? No, it was the old white guy who went to Miami that was at George Mason back in the day.
That was Jim Larinaga.
Who am I? Yeah. Who am I? Where was Shaka at, though? Because he took that team, VCU, right? Was he at VCU?
Oh, VCU. Sorry,
and
VCU.
They were,
what was I thinking?
Were
VCU.
they not a first 4 team? I'm pretty sure that VCU team was.
I don't think so.
Man, I might know basketball. I guess
I don't memorize the brackets.
I know. I mean, you're too busy getting ready for the World Baseball Classic all those years. 2011 was when they made the Final Four.
There wasn't a World Baseball Classic in 2011.
That's right. There was not. No, not this year. All right, real fast. VCU, Shaka Smart. Indeed. They started in the first four. They played USC. They won that game by 13. That was the first year of the first four. They won that game, and then they won 4 more games. They beat Georgetown,
and then
Purdue,
after that,
Florida
they
State,
never
Kansas.
invited another mid-major to a first 4 games since.
They're not
Get
allowed.
those punks out of here.
They're not allowed. Yep. Crazy.
I mean, listen, there's going to be a lot of games played on Thursday and Friday that technically are inconsequential because someone's going to get blown out. Oh, it didn't matter. Well,
Shouldn't have been in.
it's all part of the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
It's all part of the dance.
And that's why I'll be watching tonight.
Just think, if some idiots get their way, we'd have like a dozen of these games.
Let's hope not. By the way, McMaster just said that there have been 3 Final Four first 4 teams. So we know about UCLA,
So
know
we know
about
it's-
VCU.
So basically what you're saying is watch out for Texas and NC State tonight. The winner of that game's going to the Final Four.
Mm-hmm.
Book it.
It's just 2. Sorry, Matt. It's just 2.
Book it, Dano.
It's okay. It's okay.
My dad's nickname growing up and still now is Bookham because of Bookham Dano.
By the way, if people don't know, this is a tease for later on in content. There is a huge, like a serious reason to watch the second game tonight if you are into the broadcasting side of things. We will talk about it a little bit later.
Well, that's not going to help me because that'll be the game on mute because I'll have the baseball turned up.
Flip it over. You'll flip it over. There's a halftime of the baseball game. Flip it over during
There is
halftime.
no halftime in a baseball game.
Intermission of the baseball game?
There is no intermission. They have little 2.5 minute long commercial breaks between innings.
Rain delay.
They're playing indoors at Miami's stadium.
Collapsed roof delay.
I mean, that's certainly possible in Miami given their poor construction
I got there.
and the fact that it is the Marlins Stadium and it's probably stressed under the weight of all these people sitting in it for the first
They're
time.
like, what? These chairs are so
By the way,
confused.
last night,
if these chairs could talk.
Guess who was at the game last night? Marlins man.
Of course he was. That guy sucks.
Yeah, but he was finally in his own home stadium.
Yeah, he's pretty busy being a lawyer elsewhere. I don't like that guy.
I mean, he's celebrating baseball. He's going from game to game wearing his ugly Marlins jersey and
that's
watching
why
baseball.
I hate him. Put on a different shirt.
Yeah, I'm sure he washes
It's an ugly color. That orange? Gross.
It is a pretty ugly color.
Yeah.
Still to come also our friend of the program of the day. You are going to be blown away by how big this new 97.7 signal is.
Yeah.
Some of the cities that it reaches.
Towns.
You will be blown away.
I can't wait to find out.
But coming up next, he is Michael Bruns. Pretty happy guy today.
What happened?
His team traded for Jaden Waddle.
Oh, he'll talk a little trash to Nick.
But Nick, think of all the dead cap money the Dolphins have.
Think about that.
I'm going to start calling it dead mammal money because dolphins are famously not fish.
All right. That's next on Sportsmanlike Conduct on the Zone Radio Network.
Here's a story of a man named Brunsey who covers Husker sports, boys and girls, like football and basketball, even weightlifting, like front squats and curls. Then one day, good old Brunsey called a talk show, and acting on what they thought was a hunch, John and Josh wanted to start a family. And now we get to talk to Michael Brunts. It's Michael Brunts. Michael Brunts. Now we get to talk to Michael Brunts.
Dude, if you think wearing hoodies underneath the football jersey triggers Scott Frost, check out the you just missed it. The Indiana right fielder is doing the same thing. And the hoodie is like, it looks like he's wearing a giant scarf around his neck.
Oh my gosh.
Because the hoodie is sticking out so far. A little cold there in Nashville today. We're watching a little college baseball. But we're burying the lead because Michael Brunts joins us from Husker247.com. I assume that the Super Bowl tickets have already been purchased as a Denver Bronco fan with the big trade made today to get another wide receiver, Mr. Waddle, away from the Miami Dolphins. So congrats on that.
Yeah, thanks. That was somewhat unexpected, I guess, but a nice surprise. I'll take it. And already starting the search for the Super Bowl tickets now. Doing some work on some loans, things like that, to maybe make that happen. So I got to start early.
Brunts, I heard a reference in like passing on a podcast recently about the weirdness between Sean Payton and your quarterback, Bo Nix. And this was like within the last couple of weeks. And I said, what has happened? Have they been like sniping at each other via the media?
I have to be honest. I have not had my radar up for the sniping, if there has been any. Are there many people that Sean Payton really is not weird with? I mean, is
fair?
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's probably where I would come down on it. So, I guess Bo Nix is probably in pretty good company there. But I'll have to do some more digging on the sniping. So I'm sorry, I can't really add much to that.
Oh, good. You're focused. You got things to cover and talk about right now and write about right now.
Yes, there are many things.
One of those, of course, is the game on Thursday, Nebraska and Troy in the first round of the NCAA tournament. As you have looked at this matchup, what is the one characteristic that Troy possesses that should worry folks the most?
Yeah, I don't know. I've gotten the rebounding conversation out there, that piece of it. I think it's kind of just the profile of the team as a whole. It's a fairly veteran team.
Yeah.
It's a group that wasn't kind of cobbled together via the transfer portal. Like a lot of the guys that are in the starting lineup were role players on last year's team, which was pretty good as well. And I think when you kind of run into a team like that, it gives you a little bit of pause. I mean, they've kind of been through it. I don't know that the moment will be, huge for them, based on just kind of how old some of those guys are. And, I do think, that's a concern. The other piece, they shoot a lot of 3-pointers. And, you guys know, if you have a good day, you start making a few of those, that can make for a long day too. So I think those are the two that I probably fall on, are just, a veteran team that's been to the tournament, and also a team that has the potential to shoot and make a lot of threes. I mean, Nebraska's in the same boat, so you at least have that. But at least the potential for a team getting hot on a random Thursday morning is certainly there.
Bruns, over the last month or so, we've talked about what Nebraska has been doing that they were not doing, or what they haven't been doing that they were doing in the 20-0 start. I wonder if there's something in particular that you think has disappeared or has been lessened as of late that maybe they can recapture on Thursday afternoon versus Troy.
Yeah, I think it's just, playing smart offense. I mean, even that game against Purdue, I mean, a number of those turnovers in the first half, I mean, those were not mistakes that Nebraska was making in January. And, whatever, offensive mojo they had during that stretch, it just seems like it's been, it's been hard to recapture. They've had it at times over, kind of down the stretch, but not enough consistently. And I think that's what they kind of have to get to. I think you probably need to get a little bit more in this game from Braden Frager and Jamarcus Lawrence than what you've been getting recently. I think those are two really key players for Nebraska in this one. It's just kind of that, I don't know. It's it when you see it type offensive flow, and Nebraska just hasn't had it enough. So, whatever that is or whatever they have to get back to, that they need to find it. And I think, especially with, a guy like Frager, when you're in the tournament, I mean, sometimes you just need somebody to get to the rim and make a play, get a bucket, something like that. And I think he's going to have to do that a couple of times on Thursday. And, we'll see if he's up to it. He hasn't done it enough consistently over the last few games. And, I think I would definitely kind of have a big star next to his name to see whether he's able to make a few of those plays down the stretch.
3 of Nebraska's last 4 opponents made 10 or more threes in the game against NU. That was a trend that had pretty much gone away for a good chunk of the Big Ten season. Given that Troy will rely on the threes, they shoot it at about the same clip in terms of its rate as Nebraska does. How concerning should there be that Troy has just one of those games where they're making 11, 12, maybe 13 threes?
Yeah, I mean, that's certainly out there. Nebraska's going to have to make their shots too. I mean, when you kind of start looking at, what does a potential upset line look like? I mean, maybe it's Troy making, 12, 13 threes and Nebraska only making 8. That type of a difference. I do think, you don't have to be nearly as concerned about some of the interior stuff as maybe Nebraska was against some of those opponents. But, definitely, defending the 3 is going to be really important. And Troy's got a number of guys that'll shoot it from everywhere. So, 3-point defense and more importantly, that's where the rebounding piece comes into it. I mean, if you can grab rebounds and defensive possessions and create offense going the other way, I mean, that's huge. I think what's killed Nebraska is where you have a really good defensive possession, give up an offensive rebound, or those are momentum killers. Those are, huge in games like this. So, the rebounding piece of it, I think, plays really important into what they're able to do against Troy defensively at the 3-point line.
Yeah, Bruns, we were talking about it yesterday. When you think of upsets over the years and like the things that you're looking for, maybe if you're filling out a bracket, like one of the things that I always think about certainly is experience by the opposition. And Troy has that.
Yes,
and also the ability to get offensive rebounds and extend possessions, and just how much of a game changer that can be, especially like we all know what the environment's going to be in 2 days. And how do you take the large contingent out of it? You get long possessions and you keep the score low. Like, I think that is absolutely what Troy has to be thinking. Can they get extra possessions? Because if so, that's going to go a long way for them.
Yeah. Well, I do think, Nebraska probably gets overlooked, what they do defensively and how they just really bother teams. I again, like if you have, those really long defensive possessions, everybody's into it. You're giving up those second chance points. I mean, Purdue was 17-0 on second chance points at one time in that game. So, I mean, that's huge. And certainly, like you said, I mean, I'm expecting a pretty raucous crowd. I mean, the one in Memphis 2 years ago was pretty great. And I mean, this is probably going to be, 2 to 3 times that. I think you're right. I mean, I think if Nebraska can get off to a fast start, they're going to be fine. But, the types of things, like you said, I mean, giving up offensive rebounds, the opponent hits a few threes on you early. I mean, those can hurt momentum. And certainly, I mean, you guys know, I mean, I think the doubt is just kind of always there a little bit in the back of fans' minds. You've seen Nebraska's players even talking about, how important this game is, what it means to the program, historical type stuff. I mean, they're well aware of it. So this is a game where, Nebraska really kind of needs to buck the trend that they've been on of starting slow.
Meanwhile, this isn't the only action happening in that part of the world. Just a few miles to the north, baseball starts a 2-gamer against Wichita State Tuesday and Wednesday. I know that they put up big, insane numbers against Butler. The Shockers did. I believe the total was something like 52 to
200.
It was a lot.
It was like 200 runs, I think.
It was a lot of runs. They've also, I'm just looking over at Wichita State. They feasted on a lot of weaker competition. So, I mean, Nebraska, I know they struggled last week with Maine, but they still won those games. Did the streak go to 10 tonight and 11 tomorrow?
I mean, I think they can. I mean, I think the reason that you can be, somewhat confident if you're in Nebraska's dugout is you're rolling Cooper Katsky out there on a midweek, and Nebraska's already seen just what having a reliable Tuesday starter can mean to the bullpen and kind of setting up your pitching for the week. He's been really good in his last two starts. He's thrown a little bit out of the bullpen too, and if you have that reliable guy on Tuesday nights, it just makes everything so much easier. And I mean, I think they should be able to handle Wichita State. They had a fall scrimmage against them, and Nebraska was able to handle them there. But definitely a team that can hit, as they've shown. Even though I think strength of schedule is not even in the top 200 right now. So that's one thing. But Nebraska needs to kind of find itself offensively. They've been really battling some injuries. Dylan Carey was limited and had to DH for the main series, and that kind of forced Nebraska to sit Cole Kitchens, who's their normal DH. Will Juskie's still kind of fighting a nagging injury. So they've got a number of guys that are kind of working their way back. I think you could see some of them in Wichita, certainly, this coming weekend at Michigan. They should get some of those guys back. But, they're, for as much as they struggled at times against a pretty awful Maine team, you never apologize about winning and finding a way, and they were able to do that.
Yeah, it was on the cusp of being just a horrible loss, a couple of horrible losses to a series sweep and a 9-game winning streak. You're right. You don't apologize for wins, especially in baseball, but strange how that almost turned completely upside down. Still, though, good numbers, good metrics so far for Nebraska on this season. They're off to a great start.
Yeah, I mean, they get to 10 in a row. I believe that might be they're getting close to their longest win streak in the Big Ten era. And it seems like they're finally starting to figure out at least a couple reliable guys in the bullpen, which has been a big issue for them. So, but this is kind of the tough stretch. I mean, they've got 2 at Wichita State, 3 at Michigan, who I think is better than maybe what was expected coming into the season. And then they go to K-State next week for a midweek. So definitely a little bit tougher than what they saw this past weekend against Maine.
Michael Bruntz, you can read his great work along with Brian Christopherson at Husker247.com. Bruntsy, thanks again. Have a great week.
Yep. Take care, guys. Talk to you later.
Bye, Bruntz.
Michael Bruntz joining us on the Prairie Flower Casino Zone hotline. Meanwhile,
what's up?
Indiana beating Vandy 3-0.
Does Vandy stink now? This is great news.
Well, they're 13-8. Most of the SEC has kind of been a little wonky.
Oh, don't tell that to Nick.
Well, are you saying that another Big Ten school is about to beat another SEC school in baseball, John?
I wouldn't say about, but it is trending in that direction. It is the 6th inning.
The overrated SEC in the Chad Big Ten.
Nick, John hasn't been around for many, if any, slices.
He's been around for one slice, and he criticized it.
A through line of it has been his dislike of the SEC.
I don't dislike them. I just think that they're overrated.
Okay.
Yeah, and when there's 6 of them here in Omaha in June, I'm sure it'll.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll be here on merit.
Well, I mean, in the tournament, you have to win games.
You have to win games to get to the.
Right.
You have to win at least 5 games to make it? At least 5.
You have to win.
Because you can win the minimum number of wins is 5.
5.
And so that's not enough merit for you there, Mr. Merit Badge?
Well, if they put a bunch of SEC teams in the other tournaments leading up to the big tournament, then of course you're going to shotgun a few in there.
The other tournaments leading up to the big tournament?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
You know.
There's only one tournament.
Find out
the regionals.
Find out with more great language, and I'm sure it'll be a much better executed slice than the one I heard a couple of weeks ago.
It was a good slice a couple weeks ago. You're just weird and crotchety.
Well,
what did Nick do wrong again in that one? I forget.
Well, he just struggled with it. That's all. He just struggled.
Yeah,
the information
reading is hard.
The information was good. He was like he was a little nervous.
Nick, were you nervous
It was
because
like he was still
John
in
was
spring.
around?
He was like still in spring training mode.
He'll be better
He
today.
was like Willie Mays Hayes before he learned that
excellent
he
reference.
needed to punch the ball into the ground and stop hitting fly balls.
And last week he
You
just
hit
canceled
another
it.
fly ball and you're going to be doing push-ups.
Great reference. That's a good voice.
It is.
Lou Brown, R.I.P.
R.I.P. indeed.
Well, coming up next, rest in peace. Upset-minded folks who think that Troy, that one guy, can beat Nebraska basketball.
Lengthy headline. Wait, what happened with him?
He said Troy.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Coming up in mere moments here on Unsportsmanlike Conduct. But first, a reminder that this week's Zone Half Off deal, Langfelt Overhead Doors. If you are in the market for a new garage door opener, you can get a $600 LiftMaster garage door opener for just $300.
Tight.
Comes with a wide angle camera, one transmitter. Installation is included, and it's compatible with the MyQ app. Find out more details online today. Our Zone deal, half off a LiftMaster garage opener with installation at 1620thezone.com. Well, of course they do. They
Play
have
some
to,
nice
man.
music, maybe
Soft.
some Enya.
Soft, John.
Well, if you're knocked out, you're not going to hear the music anyway.
Nice.
It is time to put aside. I realize, there's a lot of people out there a little panic stricken.
I was going to call them pants pissers. That's what they are. They're
Wow.
little.
They are.
Seriously, they're little babies who are afraid. Like I saw
Little piss babies.
There was a comment in the YouTube a little bit earlier. Troy has veteran players.
They do.
You need to settle down.
You know who
It's
else?
gonna be-
You know who else has
Nebraska!
veteran players?
Nebraska. It's okay to believe in them. Now, they could lose and everything would be sad. But they could win, John, and then they could win again, and then they could win again, and then they could win again and go to the Final
Okay,
Four.
let's not get ridiculous.
They can't go to the Final Four. VCU did, and they were in the first four. Why couldn't Nebraska go to the Final Four?
I don't know.
Okay.
But that's not the point. The
No.
point is this.
They're going to beat Troy, says John. I guarantee it.
Well, we'll give you some facts with some charts and data and stuff.
No, I wish you would have told me.
This is
What's this
a lot
first
of this
one?
stuff. A lot of this stuff is from Evan Miyakawa, who does his own
He's
analytics
like he
site.
looks like basketball Bill Connolly, or no basketball. Who's Jay Bud? Is that who this is? This is basketball Jay Bud Davis.
It's kind of basketball Jay Bud. He does some nice charts.
Okay.
This is not Jay Bud, but this was
Well, this is Nick Bateman.
yes.
Is he related to the Bateman that Nick likes?
Which one, Justine or Jason?
No, what's the one from the movie, Nick?
Patrick?
Yeah, Patrick Bateman. Is he related to
The
Patrick?
one who likes Hip to Be Square, the
Yeah.
worst Huey Lewis song?
I have no take.
But it is showing all of the teams in the tournament.
Yeah.
And their adjusted offensive and defensive rating, factoring in as well turnovers forced, turnovers committed, and opponents' rebounds. So it's not just about how much you score, but it's also about the rebounds and the turnovers.
Okay.
Which we know can be an issue at times.
Yeah, I've seen it from time to time.
According to Nick Bateman, who put out this graphic, all 20 final from the upper right quadrant.
Oh,
There are a
no.
lot of teams in the upper right quadrant, which includes Duke, Purdue, Arizona, Michigan, Iowa State, Florida, a lot of the usual suspects.
Houston.
I have circled, for those of you watching in on the stream and our YouTube channel.
Kennesaw State.
No, that's
Oh, my bad.
well, Kennesaw is in that circle, but so too is Troy and Nebraska. Sadly, both of those teams are slightly in the lower left quadrant.
Who is the worst?
That looks like I can't tell.
It's an L.
I don't know who some of these teams'
Yeah.
logos are.
Yeah, me neither.
But this is just about if you're looking ahead to the tournament.
Okay.
So if you're looking ahead to and you're making out your brackets,
You're trying to pick a team to go to the Final Four.
the last 4 years, every Final Four team has been in the upper right quadrant. So
That's
I
a lot
mentioned
of
some
teams,
of those.
though. So I mean, that kind of makes sense,
But
right?
you got
Like,
Michigan State in there. You got
St.
UConn in there.
John's.
St. John's is in there. Tennessee is in there.
BYU's barely in there,
Yep. Virginia's in there.
and
Planet
then the obvious ones:
Gonzaga, Planet Houston.
Duke, Arizona, etc.
So there's quite a few in there.
Okay.
But that is not part of the analysis I'm about to give you.
Okay.
So what Evan Miyakawa did, he had some different factors that go beyond just, the usual statistics, but things that he has noticed as trends in college basketball.
Are these trends in the tournament or trends in the sport this year?
These are trends in the tournament.
Okay.
Trends in the tournament. Well, it's a combination. It's trends within the season, but it's also trends within the tournament.
By the way, Bad Takes Doug has misunderstood what we're doing here. He says this is the most Nebraska ball discussion ever, why they will tank and extend the losing streak in the Big Dance. No, John's about to guarantee why they're going to win.
First thing, kill shots. What is a kill shot? A kill shot is anytime you can get on a 10-0 or greater run.
Nebraska's done that a lot this year.
A 10-0 or greater run. This season, a team with at least one 10-0 run inside of a game has won 71% of the time. A team who ends up with more kill shots than the opponent wins 81% of the time. So if you have a game where one team goes on a 12-0 run, another team goes on an 11-0 run, and another team goes on a 10-0 run, whichever team has the more kill shots wins 81% of the time.
Okay.
If you have multiple kill shots within a game, 88% win percentage.
A double bang, if you will.
A double bang. This graphic indicates where the kill shots are. And inside of the green circle, the so-called strong teams.
It's a very small list compared to what we were just talking about. There are 8 teams in that circle.
These are the teams that get a lot of kill shots and don't yield many.
And this list is the who's who of like teams anticipated to win the championship. Duke, Florida, Arizona, Michigan, Houston, even Illinois. And then
St. Mary's and Nebraska is inside the green circle.
That's pretty crazy.
Inside the green circle. In fact, we're going to zoom in a little bit. So what this is it's adjusted kill shots per game, adjusted kill shots allowed per game. And Nebraska's margin is top 8 in the country. It's 8th out of those 8 teams that we mentioned. Michigan, Arizona, Illinois, Florida, Houston, Duke, St. Mary's, Nebraska. Nebraska's 8th, but they're in the strong category.
By the way,
in other words, it's a team that is really good
Mm-hmm.
at getting that kill shot, and they don't allow many back.
So if I'm understanding the adjusted kill shots per game, does that mean that Illinois is averaging 1.1 10-0 run per game? Is that what that is saying?
Yes.
Holy crap.
And Houston's allowing 1 per game.
They're
Nebraska, by
getting
the way,
1 per game.
And
not allowing. They're
yes. They're killing 1 time per game.
And Michigan is getting them at essentially 1 time per game. And
Correct.
is this so? Again, am I to understand? Arizona has not allowed a single 10-0 run against them all year.
That's what it looks like there, Josh.
That is crazy.
That's what it looks like.
I guess never mind.
Well,
On the far right, it does say
and
2.
this is adjusted based on opponent. But
okay, so they've allowed 2.
But yes, Arizona's had 34 10-0 or greater runs this season while only allowing 2.
Illinois has had 36 and they've allowed 7.
The raw numbers on Nebraska are they have had 29, they've only allowed 9.
Wow. That's incredible.
So that's a good trend.
Mm-hmm.
That is a good trend. By the way, Troy, they're up in the suspect teams.
Yeah,
they're the kind that.
Oh no, Villanova's in there.
Yeah,
and UCLA.
See,
but some of this is going to make sense because if your offense is unable to do it, you know, you can still win games without going on a 10.
Now, Evan Miyakawa writes, while the kill shot is a helpful tool, it can't be used in a vacuum. Instead, I use it as a useful companion to other metrics.
Okay.
That said, since 2018-2019, every national champion has had an adjusted kill shots per game of at least 0.47. And again, referring to the graphic, all of the teams, including Nebraska, their adjusted kill shot margin is north of 0.47. Nebraska's is 0.50. Michigan at the top is 9 or 85? 0.95.
Yeah.
So.
And what was the number? What did the number have to be? 4?
All national champions had at least a 0.47.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Now that's interesting because that is saying that the list of national champions is this big. What is this? 8 teams?
In this category, yes. In this individual category, yes.
You're trying, obviously, to take all these categories and continue to whittle it down.
Correct.
Okay.
Next thing that Evan Miyakawa wrote about. I'm still getting used to using this fire.
Mm-hmm.
How does your team play up to its competition? As Miyakawa writes, there's a group of dangerous teams in the high ceiling, low floor group. They are Wisconsin, Michigan State, Nebraska, Texas Tech, and TCU. These teams have all been pretty awesome in big games, but have often struggled against the weaker teams on their schedules.
Yes.
They're potentially more upset prone in the first round or two, but if they can make it past those games, they could cause real problems as an underdog against an elite team.
We even saw this in Nebraska in some of their bye games in November and December,
We did.
where we keep mentioning that week where they beat Creighton, Wisconsin, and Illinois. And I remember coming off of that thinking like, whoa, this team is really good. And then they played some of their bye opponents and was like, okay, why aren't they playing very well? For whatever reason, and maybe it was just unable to get up for those games, because eventually they would pull away. They would usually get a kill shot, but like the first halves were very, very clunky. And of course, that is like a worst case scenario for Thursday for Nebraska, is that they do not get off to a very good start and they allow them to hang around. And this being a much bigger moment than a December basketball game, something terrible happens.
Now, on the flip side of this, Evan Miyakawa writes, gotta scroll back up. Several Cinderella candidates have played really well against the best teams on their schedule. They are Hofstra, Miami of Ohio, Kennesaw State, and
Troy. Oh, sorry. Troy.
You ruined it.
So what does that mean? That they have a high upside here? Because this does not mean high ceiling, low floor. So what does this mean?
This would seem to prime the pump for those who believe that Nebraska's on upset alert, because Troy, now it's a small sample size. Troy has only played 3 teams, I believe, inside the top 100 of KenPom, and they're 2-1 in those games.
Sure. Okay.
Whereas Nebraska, has a bigger sample size.
Yeah.
But it still bears repeating. So playing up to that is that's the next trend. By the way, according to Evan Miyakawa, in terms of where he thinks Nebraska is going to go, he's got him at an 87% chance of winning on Thursday, 43% chance of the Sweet 16, 11% or 12% chance of the Elite Eight, 3.5% Final Four, 0.9 to the title game, 0.2 national champion.
You're telling me there's a chance.
0.2% chance.
Okay.
They are 5th in the South region in terms of championship odds, behind Florida, Houston, Illinois, and Vanderbilt, who many believe that was underseeded.
Vandy.
They believe that Vandy was
underseeded.
I mean,
they beat Florida in the SEC tournament, and then obviously they make it all the way to the championship.
That is correct, sir. By the way, here's Evan Mia's Final Four and title favorites by region.
Okay.
Michigan, 64% chance of the Final Four.
Wow.
And a 26.5% chance of taking it all.
Okay.
The next best odds belong to Duke out of the East. 56% chance Final Four, 19% chance to win the title.
And I wonder how much of Duke being second here is because their region is just brutal. Because it's not because Duke is a bad team or worse than Michigan, because Duke is obviously tremendous.
Next in line is Arizona, 53% chance of the Final Four, 18% chance at the title. And the only other team in double digits in terms of championship odds is Florida. 41% chance to the Final Four, 11% chance to win the title.
People love Arizona right now, it seems. As I listen to people talk about it, predictions, it seems like Arizona is the one that is getting a lot of love. And again, I think some of that is that the kill shot stat alone, like their even level has been very consistent this year. They've been a very consistent basketball team all year. Where like every other team has some like perplexing games or a loss where, like Duke lost to North Carolina. They blew that game, and it's like, that's weird. Michigan, they lost to Wisconsin. They had a bad game against Penn State, et cetera. Florida has many losses, honestly, compared to, they might have as many losses as those other 3 teams have combined. But Arizona has been very even Steven in doing so in what many believe to be the best conference in college basketball.
However, you might be saying, well, I thought you were going to promise me.
I thought you were going to promise me.
You've given me a little bit with the whole kill shot thing, but then you kind of countered that with the playing up to competition or playing down to competition thing. So where's this data? Where's this stuff? Where's this guarantee that Nebraska is not going to lose on Thursday? Well, my friends.
Yeah, where is it?
I'll tell you where it is. This is why the For You tab is so damn good.
What'd you find this time?
Because the For You tab tells me everything I need to know. I found a site. Now, you're going to say, this makes no sense.
I already hate this. This is way too long of a wind-up.
But he's got this guy's name's Arkansas Quant.
Yeah, I'm out. That's you make fun of Mount Doom, and you're going to quote a guy named Arkansas Quant.
Well, I mean, it's a Twitter.
It sounds
handle.
like a science fiction novel about a guy from Arkansas.
Back home, we had this place called Quant's. It was a salvage place, kind of like You Pull It.
Right,
the odd thing is he's from New York City, but he is a strategic.
The dog's name was Arkansas.
He is like a Dave Bartu for college basketball.
Is he growing marijuana as well?
He might be, but he listed out some highest probability upsets and lowest probability upsets in the first round. Some of the higher probability upsets.
Okay.
Iowa over Clemson. Not a huge upset. It's obviously
that's an 8-9 game.
Akron over Texas Tech. The winner of Texas NC State over BYU. Northern Iowa, not Iowa, Northern Iowa
Go
over
Panthers.
St. John's.
Oh, wow. That'd make you sad.
And McNeese over Vanderbilt.
Oh, that'd make Nebraska fans happy, assuming they're basking in the glow of a dub.
Least upset. These are double-digit seeds. Obviously, the one seeds like, Siena upsetting Duke.
Sure.
LIU upsetting Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever wins the first 4 game over Florida. Hawaii over Arkansas. He's
People
saying
love Arkansas right now.
he all has them listed in the safe category and also listed.
Is it Nebraska?
Troy over Nebraska as one of his top 5 least upset alerts.
So again, you said that you were going to guarantee it, and all you're doing is just reading off of a different guy's guarantee.
But this is why I'm guaranteeing.
I retweet the guarantee.
This is why I'm guaranteeing. Based
You
on
can't
the
retweet
information.
a guarantee. You got a guarantee. So
I just did. I guaranteed it.
But what are you saying? Say it out loud. Say it loud and proud. Nick, mark this. Whatever John's about to say, let's mark it. What are you going to say?
Troy will not win on Thursday.
Wow. Okay.
Troy will not win on Thursday.
Interesting. All I do is say that it's not going to snow, and everyone yells at me.
And then it snows.
And then you say
Josh, I am as confident in Troy not winning on Thursday as I was in Purdue not winning in 2022.
You mean 2021?
Or was it 2021?
That was bad, though, John. Famously, we know what happens. You're just jinxing them. You're doing this on purpose. You want them to lose.
Scott Frost is not walking out of that tunnel.
He better not. He better not. That would ruin all of our lives. Not just day. It would ruin our lives.
Though it would make my day if Fred Hoiberg would grab the mic from whoever the sideline reporter is and say, "This one's for Scott Frost." I have to clarify because my opponent's coach is also named Scott. No, I think that
they're a better team. One's a 4 seed, one's a 13.
Well, yes, they're a better team. They are a better team. Not that always matters.
No, of course not. Of course not.
Otherwise, there wouldn't be upsets. But when you look at it, sure, do the offensive rebounds concern me?
Are they scary? Of course. It's like a ghost movie.
The problem is they're not efficient enough shooting the 3 to make me worried. They will upset Nebraska if they have a borderline unconscious day from 3.
So they got to shoot it well.
But this is a team that only 3 times in this calendar, well, not quite this calendar year, I guess, going back a little bit. But if you look back at some of their bigger 3-point shooting efforts, it came against grossly overmatched competition. Even in the 2 impressive games that they had early in the season, San Diego State, USC. Yeah, did they make double-digit threes? Sure. But they were barely over 33%. It wasn't an efficient day. They had to take a lot of shots.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of similar to, I know people will go, "Oh, no, but Purdue,
what are you about to say now?"
Won. Remember, Purdue won.
Purdue won.
It took them 46 threes to get there. And last time I checked, The bigs from Purdue ain't walking out that
That's
dome
true.
neither.
They're going to a different arena.
They'll be in a different arena.
Charles wants to know, is Fred going to onside kick?
They can't because it's not a rule in basketball.
Sean writes,
you can.
John is the Will Compton of predictions. He will curse.
What are you talking
this
about?
team.
I am the winningest person on this Grum in predictions. The winningest of all time. The best, some would say.
Noah writes into the Equitable Bank inbox. Now, here is a reason to believe in Nebraska. Josh, my wife and I welcomed our first child, a 5-pound, 0-ounce baby girl, on February 28th. She is named Price Lynn, and I won't say his last name. This team has united the fan base so much with not only their success, but their style of play and the way they represent the state. Just thought I would share that my daughter is named after one of the players. Now, there you go. That's a guarantee. Noah, good luck to you and your wife and your new child as Nebraska tries to capture glory on March 19th.
And congrats on the sex.
Congrats on the sex. That is awesome. Also, congrats to me for not reading it as my wife because I wanted to be kind.
Congrats on not doing the bare minimum.
Mm-hmm. The state, John. You should feel pride about Nebraska basketball. They represent you.
They don't.
When they're bad, they represent you especially. But when they're good, they can also represent you. As they chase glory, this one's for John. They could say that in your broken arm from last year.
They represent themselves and their parents.
And Nebraska. It says it on their name, Nebraska.
You believe we're almost at the 1-year anniversary of John tripping over that lawnmower bag?
I cannot, Nick.
I know, because that's also the same time I'm getting married.
That's why we're going to have a special moment at Nick's wedding.
Hey, guys.
We recreate it.
I wanted to text you that I got engaged, but I saw John broke his arm, and I felt like that took precedence.
Yeah, understandable. Understandable.
Coming up, we have a slice of college baseball, and we have to honor our friend of the program of the day. You will be blown away to find out how far our new signal goes.
Elkhorn?
Oh, it goes a lot further than that, my friend. A
Awesome.
lot further than that. Just as the Underdog fantasy app goes a long way for you. It goes from border to border. It goes from Omaha to Scotts Bluffs to Valentine to all over the state because you can play Underdog fantasy right here in Nebraska just in time for the Tournament of Great Significance. You can pick your favorite teams or maybe your least favorite teams. Pick your favorite player or maybe your least favorite player. Pick them to go higher or lower on stats like points, rebounds, assists. There are a lot of other options as well and profit boosters that you should check for daily. You could win several 100 times your cash and have a lot of fun doing it. It makes watching the Tournament of Great Significance even more enjoyable. And did I mention you can play it from Alliance to Aurora?
You can play it in Nebraska, John. Download the app today. Use our promo code, which is 1620thezone, and you can score $50 in bonus entries when you play that first $5. Again, like John said, Ogallala to Alliance, Axtell, and beyond. Underdog, make picks, win money. Must be 19 plus and present in Nebraska. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-MY-RESET or visit ncpgambling.org.
Hello, Tri-Cities! Unsportsmanlike conduct has a new home in central Nebraska. We welcome all of our new friends of the program while also introducing the fine but geographically challenged folks from Omaha to our new radio neighbors. You see, to many of us from the Big O, everything west of Gretna is western Nebraska. Well, except, strangely, Lincoln, whom we look at like our ugly, unwanted stepbrother.
Yes.
Now, let's get to know some of the folks in our new listening audience. It's the Friends of the Program of the Day on 1620 The Zone and the all-new 97.7 The Zone.
And Josh, you are going to love the news that I have today.
Okay.
Because thanks to our new signal in the Tri-Cities, 97.7 The Zone, this program is now heard in Newark.
Oh, wow.
Sacramento and Norman.
Wow.
We go everywhere.
Big East country, SEC country, and the artist formerly known as Pac-12 country. Actually, they got it back now. Or maybe that's MAC territory.
Newark, Sacramento, and Norman. All right there for the taking. Our new empire has grown.
The nearest disc golf course to Newark, by the way, is Fort Kearney State Rec Area. It's a 9-hole.
This is the worst part of this segment, is that Nick tells us about disc golf every day.
Yeah.
There's
Tell me
people
about
in Western Nebraska who throw the disc.
Yeah.
Tickle chains.
I don't want to talk to those people either, Nick.
They're cool people. Talk to me.
Tell me about, John, what we're learning about these little towns.
Well, sadly, they don't really exist. They're just incorporated towns that still show up on a Google map. However, I did discover this.
It's like Irvington.
Totally legit.
Irvington.
Oh, Irvington's real.
Okay.
And it's spectacular.
Great sports book, I hear.
But near Sacramento, Nebraska,
Lib,
is a place called the Speakeasy.
Mm-hmm.
It is a very popular steakhouse in central Nebraska.
I've heard about this place, actually.
The Speakeasy. They have been written about.
Excellent photo.
I even reached out to them to try to get one of them speakeasy people to join us on the Grump.
How'd that go?
Never heard back.
So Matt got the coach of Nebraska's opponent, and you couldn't even get a speakeasy guy?
I know.
What?
Or girl.
Or girl, sure.
But I looked up the website of this place.
I've heard about this place. I think Sean Callahan talks about it from time to time.
It looks amazing.
Closest disc golf course to Sacramento's.
Oh wait,
Holdridge.
this place is in Holdridge.
Well, it's
around
just to the southeast of Holdridge.
This is Sacramento erasure.
My family, no, it's on the internet. It says Holdridge.
It's
You're
just
gonna believe
down
what they tell
just
you?
down the old, what is that, Polyline Road.
I actually think I almost went to this place one time. It's where my mom is from, Holdridge. Shout out to my mom.
So maybe
Phelps County.
So after maybe we have a nice breakfast or lunch over at the Wilcox Cafe.
Sure, we're going to the Speakeasy.
We'll go to the Speakeasy for
Steak
dinner.
and old fashioned.
You said you didn't like my disc golf bit, but the Nebraska Disc Golf Company says it's a great bit.
Oh wow, very interesting. Yeah, fascinating. I'm stunned by that. Actually,
People like it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep it up.
I can't wait. One of these days, we're going to get out there to great central Nebraska, and we're going to enjoy all of these fine things as we learn more about our new neighbors and friends. Welcome to the program, Sacramento, Newark, and Norman, Nebraska.
Dan writes, I grew up in Holdridge, went to the Speakeasy many times. I'll take that as a big thumbs up. Doug and Ido, he's complimenting it as well. The
See?
Speakeasy is a great place.
Told you.
This is awesome.
Told you.
Doug and Idaho, when is USC going to visit the Kearney area for a remote?
Oh, we're working on some things.
Are we?
Yeah.
That's exciting.
You were in that meeting.
I was trying to play coy.
Oh, you were just being dumb.
You're not a fish.
Just trying to be funny.
Oh,
This is exciting.
We're definitely getting out there at some point.
Yeah. I look forward to it.
I do too.
Meet a bunch of new people.
Tickling some central Nebraska chains.
Ask them when they got
We
power
will
the first time.
definitely get out there, just like we did that road trip to the Colorado game.
Definitely.
All that content. Oh, that was some good stuff.
Mm-hmm. It really was.
It was a lot of good content.
Mm-hmm.
Nick will have a slice of college baseball. Right now, Vandy is getting sliced up 5-0 to Indiana.
I love it.
Thank you, Big Ten baseball.
I mean, we're just giving them a huge head right now, and then, of course, they'll inevitably collapse.
Whoa,
like
are
they
we
always
allowed to
do.
talk about that on the radio?
The show before us gets to talk about that, not us.
Yeah.
Save that for middays with Matt.
All right, we will do that, and still to come.
No Sipple.
No Sipple today, but we do have hot take, super hot take market.
Yes.
And some content as we count you down to the beginning of the NCAA tournament. The first four.
I'm looking forward to it.
Coming up tonight, you'll be able to hear the entire tournament right here on the Zone Radio Network.
It's time to enjoy a nice hot slice of college.
Well hit. This one to left field. This one going back at the wall. He made the catch. Oh, he caught it. Gosh. Cole Johnson at the wall.
Cole Johnson just robbed a home run to win this game for Georgia.
College baseball.
This is the segment Nick calls the slice of college baseball. You can tell because he made these beautiful graphics for it.
Okay, don't attribute that to me. My graphics are beautiful and not that.
Wait, Nick, that's your graphic for this segment?
No, don't put it on the internet. Then it's my graphic for the segment.
A slice of college baseball. I mean, it explains what the segment is.
It does.
True.
What's in this slideshow today, Nick?
John!
What?
Josh.
Nick.
I know that the slice is usually a place for laughter, banter, fun, and cool stuff.
Oh, no. Is this going to be one of those Tom Rinaldi, sappy pieces about some
guy
dying?
died.
Oh, man.
But today, we're in mourning.
Oh, for?
The last undefeated team in college baseball to become defeated. Not only did this team make it all the way until just this last Saturday without losing a single game, they lost to the very team that they destroyed 15-1 a day and a half prior. It's tragic, yet poetic. Obviously, I'm talking about the famous Big Ten school, the University of Southern California. The heartbreaking 2-1 loss to Northwestern on March 14th came at
Northwestern? Good God.
It's a tough conference, John.
Came at Rocky Miller Stadium in Illinois when Wildcats left fielder Logan DeGroot, which is a real name and not just two specific Marvel characters, hit a left side single, allowing pinch runner Jake Yang to score from third in a walk-off. This would be the first time Yang has scored all year, by the way.
Wow.
Now, I wanted to take a moment and
Congrats
talk
on the sex.
real quick about some highlight wins from the Trojans over the first part of the season. In just their second game, they handed an Oppenheimer to Pepperdine with an 11-0 run rule victory.
Do you know what an Oppenheimer is?
It's very problematic.
An Oppenheimer, John, is when a team destroys another team with over 10 runs and they didn't score any. It's total decimation. Nothing there.
50,000 people died too?
Usually.
But it ended the war.
It ended the war, so it's all worth it, says John.
On February 27th, they defeated Cal Poly 6-0 in extra innings. I'm going to say that again.
I heard
6-0 in extra innings. That means they were tied at 0 until the 11th when USC scored 6 runs.
I would like to think that most of our audience knows how baseball works.
It's weird and cool, isn't it? I love this sport. Now, 2 days later, the Trojans defeated the Mustangs again in another extra innings game. This one, 8-6. SC started conference play strong with a sweep of Illinois and even started the series against Northwestern on top, as I mentioned earlier, defeating the Wildcats 15-1 after 7 innings. Unfortunately, that does bring us here, though. We're sad. We're mourning.
We are?
It took a Big Ten team to go almost 20 games without a loss. The SEC couldn't do that. Am I just highlighting USC because I'm a Big Ten baseball honk, or is it because what Coach Andy Stankiewicz has done is special and deserved to be talked about? I'll let you decide. Baseball.
Now, I'm a little surprised of all the angles that Nick was going to take on that game. I figured he would talk about the really cool, fun weather that it had. But does this mean that Nick didn't watch the game and see what was going on?
It's a slice of college baseball. I'm highlighting the team, not the game.
I mean, it was snowing.
Yeah, it was snowing. Did you know that it snowed?
I did not.
And one of the games had to be suspended because while Northwestern invested in a new ballpark, they didn't build lights.
That's tough.
Who the hell does... I mean, I get it. Wrigley Field didn't have lights until 1988.
People forget.
But that was almost 40 years ago.
It was a long time ago.
I mean, come on, Will Bond. You and the rest of your Northwestern nerds get together.
J.A. Adonde.
And get some damn lights at their ballpark.
Charles says that Comic Sans would have fit the motif of this segment. Yeah, Nick, did you think about making your fun graphic with Comic Sans?
Well, if I would have made the fun graphic, I wouldn't have used Comic Sans.
The capitalization of the word choice here is very interesting.
Now, John, is this better? Did I please you with this slice?
Well,
or are you going to crap on it
John,
more?
or do you feel
Did I
pleasure?
pleasure you, John?
At least you got through it without confusing me, so that helped.
You always leave John satisfied and smiling,
Yeah.
Nick.
It was
I try.
It was an acceptable segment.
John's my baseball daddy. I want baseball daddy to be happy.
It was
with
an
me.
acceptable segment.
What do you think about
Congrats-
acceptable being the word?
Congrats to USC for being the last team that was undefeated.
Big Ten baseball.
Enjoy it now because you won't see it in June.
Indiana leads Vandy 5-1 in the top of the ninth. By the way,
It has been a strange year. That
Has it?
reminds me, a week from tomorrow, Major League Baseball opens.
Baseball.
Which means a
Netflix.
week from today, the return of Farron.
Mike.
Does that mean a week from today the slice is ending? Like that's a lot of baseball on one day.
We've done it before. We'll do it again.
Interesting.
Also, less than a week from today, probably, we're going to do our MLB futures bets that I think I won last year. I came out on top last year.
Yeah, Nick is so excited about this. He sent a DM
He did.
asking, "Are
It's
we
one of
doing
my
it
favorite
again?"
things.
He did.
You need more favorite things, Nick. We need to find a list of things to like more than
Josh,
doing baseball futures
when
on the grub.
I first started, did I care about baseball?
No, I miss those days.
And now I do.
I know. I said I miss those
You
days.
said, Nick, find a sport that people care about and care about it. And I did. And
Now, speaking of baseball,
I do. Always.
we know that the pitch clock, which is now part of the major league game, that was trialed in the minor leagues.
Yeah.
The not throwing over to first base, so many times, trialed in minor league baseball, now part of Major League Baseball. The robot umps, ABS, trialed in minor league baseball, now in the major leagues.
What is coming to major or minor league baseball this time?
Banana ball.
Here are some rules that they are going to experiment
The
with
baseball's a basketball now.
in the minor leagues. Checked swings.
Check the
Which, by the
swing.
way, there's no definition for a checked swing.
I thought there was. I thought we discovered it.
It's interpretive. It's what the umpire believes.
What is it,
Well,
dance?
now check swings in the Arizona Fall League, which were trialed before, but will be coming to the Florida State League and AAA PCL.
That's the Pacific Coast League.
That would be the league of
Mhm.
the Omaha Storm Chasers.
Mm-hmm.
They are going to use a video tracking system to allow for the appeal of a checked swing.
This means we get to go back throughout every baseball game in history and see if the check swings were called the right way.
The check swing will be ruled a swing if it crosses the 45-degree mark, which can be best described as the same angle as that of the first and third baselines
Zach
in relation to home
Galifianakis
plate.
meme from The Hangover.
But they'll be able to call for reviews, so it'll be worth watching.
So that's one. Is there more stuff?
There will be some pitch clock tweaks.
Tweaks or resets?
Which includes if there's any stoppage, because we've seen this before where the pitch comm breaks down. In the major leagues, most of them, pretty much all of them, use the receiver in the hat so they hear the call.
A rubber hat.
In college baseball, a lot of them use the wrist where they can just look down and see the sign. If it fails and you have to stop play to fix it or change out the pitch comm, it will count as one of the mound visits.
Okay. Charles writes, for our friends in central Nebraska, it's not a check swing.
Spelled like the country.
That's pretty good. By the way, I was just informed by one of our great baseball friends that the Storm Chasers are not in the PCL. They're in the International.
Oh, that's right. Internationally. I'm sorry.
Think
They
you
used to be
know.
in a PCL, weren't they?
Think you know a guy. Sure, why not?
Well, they keep reorganizing things.
Conference realignment has no bounds. It knows no bounds.
I liked it better when the Storm Chasers were in the Pac-12.
Me too. It was a better time.
What are your favorite AAA conferences?
Let's see. They're going to the disengagement rule that I talked about, where you can only throw so many times to first base without being called a balk.
Sure.
Holding runners on. They're going to test it in AA this year to go from 2 down to 1. Only one throw to first base.
That's during an at bat, right? That's not.
Yes,
like
per each at bat, if there's a runner at first or any runner on base.
moves the game along. Don't hate that one.
And in the second half of this year's AAA International League season,
home of the Storm Chasers,
as
we all knew,
second base is being moved.
To where?
It is being slid forward towards home plate.
But why?
So that the furthest corner of the bag will be within the invisible diamond drawn. If you look at the invisible diamond, if you notice, first and third bases are all in fair territory, right? So it's not centered.
Oh, so now
the bag is not centered on the foul line, but second base is centered, right?
Yeah.
And so what they're doing is they're sliding second
So the
base.
90 degree is the edge of the bag.
Correct.
Okay.
What that does is moving second base closer to first and third by 9 inches.
It's not that much.
Thus,
normal. Below average, some would say.
Thus, stolen bases could be a little easier.
Even though it's only like 9 inches? It's only 9
If you
inches.
look at how many close calls there are at second base and how many times you look and see a
I
stolen
guess that's
base,
true, yeah. Imagine
it
if
can
it was
be
an inch closer.
It can be a big difference. So that'll be in the second half of the International League season. So I mentioned this because
baseball.
Those are rules that
Are going to come to Major League Baseball.
Yeah,
Or
how many
if-
minor
if-
league
if
things
it-
have they tested out that haven't made it to the majors?
Oh, I'm sure there's been a few.
Hmm.
I can't quote one Bible and verse, but or
John
Psalm
3:16.
ball.
So in the happy hour, I have just seen a take from one of the foremost take havers in our industry over the years that is hilariously wrong. I
Okay.
would like to read it to you so we can all laugh a little bit.
And then we also have hot take market,
and we have content.
So it kind of fits right into the hot take market.
It kind of does. You know what? It kind of does. This I would define more as a Nick fact, but still it will. And then, as I promised you earlier, I think you're going to hate my hot takes today.
All right.
Hate them.
Stand by for all of that coming up. The happy hour is going to be a little shorter today, so get your orders in now.
Yes.
Because those beer specials are going to be expiring at 5:30.
Please do.
On 1620 The Zone and The Zone Radio Network.
But seriously, the snow is done. Happy hour is on the air.
Oh, you can't do this.
Horse crap call.
Thank you.
What?
Yep.
I'm sick of you jinxing things. I just want to get out there, tickle some chains, and I can't because there's
It's going to
snow
be 80
now.
degrees this weekend. You got plenty of time to tickle.
I'm in a wedding.
Never mind.
Man, when it snows
Sucks
on
to suck.
Nick's wedding,
No, his
it's going to be
wedding's
your
next
fault.
month.
It's going to be your
His
fault.
wedding is practically in May. It doesn't snow in May.
It has. I scooped snow on my birthday once.
Unbelievable.
What's wrong with you?
Can't
Lots
believe
of
you would do
things,
this.
probably. Undiagnosed things. You never know.
Welcome to the happy hour. We're off a little bit earlier today because the first four of the NCAA tournament from Westwood 1 coming up at the bottom of the hour. We'll have 2 games for you today, 2 games for you tomorrow, and then Thursday it gets off and running with the actual first round. And yeah, you'll be able to hear it right here on your home for the Final Four. 1620 The Zone.
No promises for our friends out in Western Nebraska,
I
though.
can't do that.
Can't make any promises there.
I
And they'll be back
cannot-
on Monday.
Yes.
I cannot
Be back
do
on
that.
Monday.
By the
cannot do
way,
that.
Indiana destroyed Vanderbilt.
Let's go. This is great news. Now, Nick's doing this because he's a Big Ten honk. I'm happy because I don't want Vandy to make it to Omaha. That's what I want.
Well, you realize today is not going to have any impact.
They're not very good this year, though, which is a positive. They can't go on a run, right?
No, not at all. They've never done it before.
Nope, I've never seen it. Not one time.
Well, normally this would be the time where Stephen M. Sipple of Husker Online would join us, but he is traveling today, but he will join us tomorrow at 3:50.
He will.
Awesome.
So join us for that.
With John and Austin.
Oh, man. The Gen Z hour meets the Gen Xer. This is going to be
Well,
quite the
we got
show.
Gen Z right over
No,
here,
I know,
too.
but when Austin gets in here, Nick, I don't know how, he becomes even more Z. It's a sight to see. And then the crossover happens and Austin makes fun of McMaster. You're going to have a great time.
I look forward
It'll
to
be
it.
a ball.
You're going to have a great time.
But we also do a segment every Tuesday called the Super Hot Take Market.
I didn't have it ready to go.
That's all right, but it's here now.
It is
and
here
it is
now.
spectacular. And again, if you had a decent organizational system, you would know exactly where to go to get it.
I did. It should be
I
right
could read that thing that I was doing.
Well, that can be part of the super hot
I guess
take
it can.
because it is a hot take. So let's start with a guest super hot take from the super hot take market. Who is shopping in our hot take market?
Mike Francesa.
Mike Francesa. I can only imagine where this is going.
John, you know who Zuby Ejiofor is?
Yes, he is the Big East Player of the Year, forward for your St. John's Red Storm.
Where did he play before St. John's? Do you remember?
Canis.
All right, perfect.
He is a former Canis Jayhawk.
On his show, the Mike Francesa podcast, Mike Francesa says that Zuby Ejiofor transferred from Kansas to St. John's because he didn't want to sit behind Joel Embiid any longer. That was the reason why. Now, as Funhouse posts on Twitter, Embiid's last game with Kansas was in March of 2014 when Zuby was 9 years old.
Zuby.
Not to mention, Embiid only spent 1 year in college. John, have you ever heard a take so spicy?
Oh, my. No.
I don't want to be at Kansas anymore.
Hey,
because I don't
that's-
want to be behind Joel Embiid,
I'll
the
tell you-
9-year veteran of the NBA.
I'll tell you, that's pretty
spicy.
No, it's not
Oh.
spicy, but that's some next level thinking by a fourth grader to say, you know what? I'm going to transfer now because I don't want to sit behind Joel Embiid. I mean, I'll still end up at Kansas when I'm
thinking.
eligible,
You're
but
thinking
then
about
I'll
the future.
leave.
What it takes.
If only Bill Self would have been listening to 9-year-old Zuby Ejiofor, he maybe would have not recruited him in the first place.
Unreal.
You know,
yes.
When I was growing up, there was a lot of 9-year-olds, myself when I was 9, that I would consider the Joel Embiid of 9-year-olds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
wild take.
Hot take. And it's not even really a hot take. This is kind of in the mild section. But this year has proven definitively that expanding this beautiful event that we call the Tournament of Great Significance would be utter nonsense.
Yeah, this is a cold take, but I'm here for it.
So, of course, the NCAA does a nice job of giving us all the information we need as, the seed lines, the overall seeding and, the teams that were on the cut line.
Like after the process is done, they do let us in on a lot of the story that they are telling.
These are the games we would have gotten if this tournament had been expanded as many want it to do.
Yeah.
Of course, tonight we'll have 2 games and tomorrow we'll have 2 games. But if this were the expanded tournament, we would have several extra games. Here are your I'm just going to read the at-large play-in games, right? Yeah. Because obviously not many people are going to have an opinion on Queens and LIU.
No, real quick, I'll add this.
Siena.
The automatic qualifier play-in is deeply upsetting because it is then taking out half of that group to not even be in the true dance on Thursday and Friday, which sucks. Anyway.
Now, of course, we already have Texas NC State, which is tonight, and SMU and Miami of Ohio, which is tomorrow night in the first 4. Here are the extra, we'll call them first 4 games, but they'll be called something different.
Mm-hmm.
Probably something stupid and corporate like the NCAA likes to do.
Yeah.
Once they do expand, we would have gotten Auburn, San Diego State. We would have gotten Indiana, Oklahoma. Indiana, who famously is not even going to any postseason this year. Oklahoma State, Virginia Tech, Arizona State versus Cal. Oh, sure. You recognize the names.
I've heard of them.
But these were teams that had very mid-seasons. Oh, by the way, do you notice anything else about that group of extra teams that are in the tournament?
Power group. Power. Lots of them are power teams.
Of the extra teams, only San Diego State, who is a recent Final Four team, is the only one not from a traditional power conference. Oh, but if we expand the tournament, that'll give more opportunities for at-large bids to the mid-majors. False.
Yeah, it sucks.
So, please, don't ruin what is a great week by diluting it any further. You want to talk about meaningless games? These would have been meaningless.
I also don't understand, it would take away from the bracket, and how we do the bracket in a, and I know that that's such small potatoes, but the reason that this tournament has gotten so big
and why people watch in the numbers they do
is because the casuals can check in and do bracket stuff.
Exactly.
All right.
Don't underestimate that. I mean, you've seen what happens.
Matters.
You've seen what happens when all of these sports leagues are now suddenly in bed with gambling. Why? Because they realize, we bring in extra viewers because of the action that is taken on our events.
It's very important. It's very important. Now, I said earlier that I had 2 takes that you were going to hate, and I realized I decided not to go with one of them. So I was going to say...
Because it's really bad?
No.
You're going to make another snow is done
Well,
prediction?
here, I'll say the one I was going to write down, but I didn't. The Dodgers are actually good for baseball, but I know that you would disagree with that. By the way, Nick, something's going on with StreamYard over there. Here's the hot take that I believe. The Dodgers are not as inevitable as everybody seems to think that they are.
Finally, you've come around to my
I
side.
read
The
it.
Cubs are going to win the World Series.
Didn't say that. I'm not a moron. I read another think piece today about the Dodgers and how good they are and how they're going to be great and win lots of games in their luxury tax, blah, blah, blah. But, John, do we not remember that they were but a foot away from losing in the World Series last year? That they were actually trailing in the World Series 3-2?
Mm-hmm.
That it went to 7 games?
Mhm.
And, again, it took one of the great baseball plays in the history of the sport for them to get it done. I get it. It's frustrating. They spent a lot of money. They got another high-priced free agent in the offseason. They look inevitable. They ain't. So it's okay. Watch your teams. Root on the Cubs. Root on the Royals.
Root on the Rockies.
The Guardians. It's going to be fine.
Well,
maybe the A's will win.
It's going to be fine until
maybe not.
Baseball
World
locks
Series
out
games in
next
Sacramento.
year, and we don't have baseball at all, mainly because there are teams like the Dodgers and the Mets at the very top of the sport, and teams like the A's and the Pirates at the very bottom of the sport. the ones that want to spend all the money and the ones that refuse to spend money.
Wow, thanks for not putting the Rockies at the very bottom.
Well, I'm talking about the spenders.
Also, I like that I had this take during the baseball song from Major League.
Yeah. So you're right. I mean, the Dodgers aren't always inevitable.
You're welcome.
Though it does get frustrating. It'd be nice to, you know what?
What would be nice?
It's just like how nice and peaceful and quaint it is every year that the Cowboys aren't in the NFL playoffs. It'd be nice to see the Dodgers not in the baseball playoff for once.
Tradesies. Cowboys make it, Dodgers miss it. I'm down with that.
No,
trade.
we don't want that. Let's not get
down with that trade.
John, would you take a Cubs Super Bowl if it meant that the Cowboys Cubs World Series if it meant the Cowboys won the Super Bowl?
Oh. No.
Oh.
No.
So wait, you hate Dallas more than you love the Cubs?
I trust my team to go out and win it on their own.
He didn't ask
I don't
that.
need any guarantees.
You hate the Cowboys more than you love the Cubs? Bro, that's called rent-free. Rent-free. We are squatting in that head of yours, and I'm going to squat on your head.
Oh, you want Jared Jones squatting in you?
Oh, with his old hang
That's just how much I believe that my organization, which is very smart and talented, though they're a little chintzy, a little cheap at times.
Sounds like the Cowboys.
They can win it. I don't need to make any deals with the devil.
You know what, John? That's understandable because
I've also seen my team win a championship.
They've won one in the last 118 years. So I understand why you would believe that it's definitely a guarantee that it will happen. You're right. That's a good call.
I mean, they've won more World Series than the Cubs or the Cowboys have won Super Bowls in the last 30 years.
You'll get there eventually. Do you got another take?
No.
Here's the one that you're going to hate. Hot take I could be talked into.
Okay.
Not going to guarantee it. Creighton fans are going to apologize for their takes last year about the crown. Creighton fans, you are about to embark on a journey that you will love. You're going to have fun. Creighton will play in a game. Maybe that will. You're the voice of the Jays. You should be agreeing with me. You're going to be jacked for this event. This turn, 5 days, whatever it is.
3 games in 4 days.
You could. Oh, that's right. That's one few around this year. You could lift the crown. It's a great trophy, as we saw yesterday.
I do kind of like the design of it.
You're going to make fun opens about it. We're here in Las Vegas,
I mean, I will treat it like a Creighton broadcast.
Yeah, you'll want them to win, and you're going to have fun.
I always want them to win.
Creighton fans are
I want
gonna
them to win
apologize.
exhibition games.
You were right, Husker fans. This is fun.
You want Creighton fans to eat Pete Crow Armstrong.
I like playing in April. It makes sense. Who doesn't want to play in April? I can be talked into it.
Define apologize.
You
Who are
were
they
right.
apologizing to?
The fans. You were right, Mike Schaefer. This is fun. Jack Mitchell, tip of the cap to you,
That was
sir.
a bit.
He enjoyed it.
That was a bit.
You don't think he enjoyed having fun?
That was a bit.
Blue JR6 writes, we will never apologize, but it is a good bit to be excited for it.
Listen,
There you
think
go.
you're doing
can
something
all-
ironically.
You can all take it in however you want. Positive, negative, happy, sad.
Just take it in
frustrated,
listening on
mad.
1620 The Zone.
Doesn't matter.
Absolutely.
Please.
It doesn't matter to me. You know what I won't do? Apologize.
Interesting. I can't wait.
Nick, do you have any super hot takes?
No.
Okay. Well, then I guess we won't. do
Actually, no. Here's one. Even with adding Jalen Waddle, the Broncos still won't make the Super Bowl.
Famously,
Okay. All right.
Bo
Put
Nix,
that on the list.
Bo Nix not good enough to play in the AFC Championship game. Good take, Nick.
Well, he was hurt.
Still didn't play there, though.
By the way, the trade today of Jalen Waddle going to Denver has now added another $26 million in dead money against the cap. The Dolphins are now over $175 million.
What do the Dolphins
Good
even
Lord.
do at this point? Like, what do they do?
Well,
What's happening?
I'll tell you what they're going to do. They're going to draft a lot of people. The Miami Dolphins now have 11 picks
That's
in
awesome.
this May, or is it April or May? Is it late April?
April.
April's NFL draft. They have number 11, number 30 in the first round. Then they have 1 in the second, 4 in the third. They have 4 picks within 19 selections of each other. They have a pick in the 4th, a pick in the 5th, and 2 in the 7th.
They're bottoming out, Nick, but the goal is obviously not to be good this year. It's going to be good in the future.
This feels like the 2022 Nebraska football season.
Hey, I'll say this, though.
It's going to be that the Dolphins will have changed their fight song from the one they ripped off from the Houston Oilers to the ESPN do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Because every time you hear that noise, the Dolphins will be making
That's
another
true.
pick.
Nick, I will say this. The Broncos, who you just crapped on, had a buttload of dead cap money in Russell Wilson just a couple of years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And look at them now. They're
choking.
Yeah, but they're still making the playoffs.
What do you mean
Against
choking?
the Patriots.
I mean, yeah, they did lose to the Patriots, and yes.
With a backup quarterback
Bo
in a
Nick Stilson
blizzard.
played in an AFC Championship game. Yes. All these things are true, Nick, but that could be you.
I feel like
not with that quarterback, though.
I feel like watching this season would be a waste of my time.
Okay, don't say that.
Yeah, you're
I'll
probably
still
right.
do it,
You're
but
probably
it won't
right.
mean anything.
You're probably right.
You'll get to scout for the future.
No, this is good. I'm lowering my expectations for the season.
There you
That's
go. When
okay.
they win
Go
3
ahead.
games, you'll be like, this is the greatest day of my life.
Lower
God,
it
I
as
hope they
much
win
as
more
you
than
need to.
3
Just
games.
lower it as much as you need.
I don't know, Nick. A lot of dead cap money.
That's okay.
Mhm.
If I can make it through the 90s with the Rams, you can make it through these next 5 to 12 seasons with the Dolphins.
And you know what, John? I got a way that Nick could enjoy the games
Yes,
even more.
and tell me, and tell everybody from Omaha to Ogallala how they can get in more enjoyment.
Nick, Underdog is the app for you. Now, it's not football season anymore, so you don't have to worry about Jalen Waddle and doing good things for Denver and making you sad on Sundays. But what you can do is download the app and use it right now in Nebraska for the basketball games in the Tournament of Great Significance, which starts in 30 minutes.
Yeah, download that thing now.
There are games tonight, tomorrow, and then all the action on Thursday and Friday. And John, did I mention again that you can do so in Nebraska? And if you get your picks right, you can win up to 5,000 times your cash.
That's with the Underdog Fantasy app. Visit UnderdogFantasy.com or just go to your favorite app store and say, I want my Underdog. Well, maybe type it in, but Underdog Fantasy. It's easy to find. Download that app today. Use our promo code 1620TheZone and score $50 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code 1620TheZone. With Underdog, make picks, win money. Must be 19 plus and present in Nebraska. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com for details. Concerned with your play, call 1-800-MY-RESET or visit ncpgambling.org.
Look, I made you some
Unsportsmanlike
content.
Unsportsmanlike content.
Unsportsmanlike content. Content that's unsportsmanlike.
Okay. Get ready to wrap up the Grum again a little bit early because First Four coverage is coming up next. And speaking of that, the First Four is part of today's content.
There are 2 games in the dance tonight. UMBC is a 1.5-point favorite against Howard, and Texas is the same against NC State, who's moving on to the round of 64.
Let's go UMBC. NC State and Texas. Texas has been a very disappointing team
They have.
this year, but they have a good tournament pedigree, which means they can do some good things. I'm going to go Texas.
John, I'm with you on both. Give me a hook'em, give me a UMBC to pull it off, and those 2 teams get ready to play later this week.
Speaking of the dance tonight, the Texas-NC State game will feature Charles Barkley and Dick Vitale as the analysts for True TV. Are you 2 interested in watching that?
This has been something that they have been trying to do for years.
Get Dick Vitale on a tournament game.
Yes. And now, ESPN used to have, it wasn't the First Four. What did they call that game? When it was a 65-team tournament, just the play-in game,
Yeah,
I
it
think
was just a
maybe.
play-in game.
And I believe in my youth he called some of those. But this is going to be the first real, no, that's mean. This is going to be the first power, team NCAA tournament game he's ever called. He has wanted to do this with Charles. Charles has wanted to do it with him. The networks have never been able to figure out how to make it happen. I think that this is legitimately cool. It stinks that it is happening so late in Vitale's career. I wish that it could have happened when he was in his prime, But that's it. Like I don't think we've ever seen Charles do one of the First Four games either. So that is also unique in of itself. So yeah, I think that that's pretty cool. Certainly we'll check out it, a few minutes of it with the volume on.
Alabama's second leading scorer, Aiden Holloway, was arrested for having over 2 pounds of marijuana in his possession. Holloway denies that he was trying to move the drug, saying that he only smokes. How long would it take the average dope smoker, I wonder who wrote this, to get through 2 pounds of weed?
I don't know. You guys got to tell me.
I don't know. I don't smoke weed.
The more you smoke, the higher your tolerance gets, I hear, from people in legal states that they've told me.
By the way, here's some of the details. So they served a search warrant.
What state is this guy in?
He's Alabama. He's Alabama's point guard.
So weed is not legal in Alabama.
In the living room, now this is from the police report. In the living room, there was. Tell me if you think he was just smoking it or if he was getting ready to distribute.
Okay.
In the living room, there was loose marijuana and a vacuum-sealed bag with marijuana in it. In the TV entertainment stand, there was marijuana, a rolling tray, packaging material, and some other drugs in the drawer.
Cocaine?
Is it promethazine?
Sure,
I think it's promethazine. In Holloway's bedroom, agents located marijuana in a backpack in the closet, marijuana in a suitcase next to a shoe rack, U.S. currency in a jacket pocket, rolling tray with marijuana on it under the bed. In the spare bedroom, agents located a box with marijuana in the closet and marijuana in the dresser top drawer. This guy had marijuana if he had the urge and he was making himself a sandwich, he could probably just reach into the butter drawer and find a joint.
That's tight.
So I wasn't fully on board until you mentioned the backpack and briefcase thing. Who's just carrying a briefcase?
People, Nick. John used to have a briefcase. What's wild? So weed is legal in some states, and yet you're still not able to drive that much around. I think a whole lot of states.
Mm-hmm.
Is there an alcohol equivalent if a police officer pulled somebody over and it's like, you have 8,000 cases of beer. This is too much beer.
Well, that was part of the plot of Smokey and the Bandit.
There are legal limits to how much you can have on your person
in beer.
Weed. I don't know about.
Oh,
beer.
I know. No,
Okay.
I know. That's what I was saying.
Here's a news item we missed yesterday. Justin Fields is heading to the Chiefs. Could we see a revival of his career under Andy Reid?
I'm going to make an argument of no, and here's why. I think Reid, the offense, it seems stale right now in Kansas City. And so 5-6 years ago, I'd say definitely he could. Not anymore. So no.
Well, and I wonder how much the offense is going to change. Not just because we don't know exactly where or when Patrick Mahomes will be back. I guarantee you this, Justin Fields will get an opportunity at the beginning of the season because I do not think that Patrick Mahomes will be back for the beginning of the season.
Same.
But the offense will also change because now you have Kenneth Walker, the Super Bowl MVP.
They're going to be running the damn ball.
They may be a little more ground and pound to start the season. It'll be fascinating. The Chiefs will be a fascinating watch this year.
They very much will.
Let's finish really quick on this one.
Okay.
Tom Brady's flag football gimmick is running on Fox this weekend. While promoting this latest bit, Brady hinted that he might coach the U.S. team in the 2028 Olympics. Do you remember flag football is now a thing in the Olympics?
Yeah, sadly, I did.
This is not a sport I talk about.
No.
Remember, I made fun of the women's flag football thing a few weeks
Because they're
ago.
women.
No, not that, Nick.
That is true.
It's because it's flag.
Said women can't play football ever.
No, I like when women play football. I just don't like flag football.
How often do you watch women play football?
Well, there was that kicker for Vanderbilt that triggered everybody, and the kicker from Colorado that also triggered everybody, including Gary Barnett. That guy hated her.
Well, she wasn't very good.
She wasn't very good.
Was the kicker from Vanderbilt any good? I don't remember.
She executed an onside kick. That was the only thing I remember.
That's why you liked her. She executed something.
An onside kick, Nick. I love onside kicks.
Too bad she wasn't around in Ireland that one time. If Tom Brady ends up coaching the U.S. team, it will totally be a setup just to get more TV ratings.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have zero interest in flag football either.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
But if you want to, you can watch it this weekend on Fox.
The basketball tournament will be going on, John. I'm watching hoops. I'm watching.
Maybe
hoops.
you'll want to watch some flag football.
Have you started your Rutgers prep?
No, it's still a couple weeks away.
I know, but you're usually doing your basketball charts in like July.
No, not for this. I won't need to. It's just one team.
And the other team.
Well, I don't prepare for those teams until it's time to.
Okay. I'm just trying to help out.
I'm a one game at a time
Just trying to help
type
out a
of
little
guy.
bit.
All right. Well, have a safe journey. And if you find a Spangles, get a burger at Spangles.
Ooh, sounds good to me.
in
Bye.
Wichita.